German. Okay, we are live now.
Seriously?
Yes, seriously, the Hangout is live.
Okay.
Hello, everyone. I am Ty Johnston. I'm the Dungeon Master for a game tonight. It's my time anyway, of 5th edition Dungeons & Dragons with the Unnamed Adventurers Guild. If you would like the game online, look up the Unnamed Adventurers Guild over on Facebook, over on Discord. Look us up on YouTube. We get around. For all I know, I don't know. Is there a Twitter? Anybody know? Is there a UAG Twitter? There probably will be one after I mention this. But for tonight's adventure, I will allow the players to introduce themselves and their characters as much as they want to. And tonight, I will start with Sandra.
Oh, that's awesome. I'm never first. Okay, my name is Sandra. I'm happy to be the first one to introduce myself. I'm going to be playing Remus. Remus is a half-elf fighter, champion fighter, monster slayer ranger, and he just likes to go into the maze and basically meet Tiny Tony and fuck shit up a little bit, but not too crazy. And he wants to get better at hitting stuff, actually, and become a great archer. And he's not really smart, but fun. So that's me.
Okay. Next up, Daryl.
Oh, yes, I'm Daryl. I'm playing Shamash tonight. That he's a Dragonborn wild mage. Recently lost an eye in combat and now has a nice little contraption to help him see with. But apart from that, he's been going through the mill this past year in Illumina. Well, let's see what happens this time around.
Okay, cool. Next up, is Joe here?
I'm here.
Okay, you can go ahead then.
Hi, my name is Joe Floyd, and I will be playing Jane Filianor, the ever-optimistic Bard Paladin.
Woo!
What race is Jane, if you don't mind saying?
Human.
Human, okay. And next up, Alex?
I'm Alex. I'll be playing Delanos Oros, a master of magic. He's a level 1 cleric, druid, bard, and sorcerer, and a level 3 wizard. And he's going on this adventure because mostly people need to come back alive, and he's really incredibly curious about this place and the owners who run it. So he's going to go in again and hope to discover something new.
Okay. Next, Michael.
Sorry, threw me off.
That's all right.
Names. Wait, are we just introducing our person self as well?
You can do both.
Okay.
Whatever you want to do.
Okay. Name's Bender, playing Rasbean Tea Leaf, a halfling rogue that's also an arcane trickster. Pretty much just getting used to the RPN on Hangout, so it's kind of interesting.
Okay. Is this your first time?
No, this is about the third time, I think.
Okay.
No, fourth. Because I had a couple with Juve and one of the Luskins.
Okay. Yeah, it takes a little... When you're first doing it, it takes a little to get used to, but eventually it should become old hat. And next, Will.
Yeah, my name is Will. I'll be playing Jebediah Varin, the half-drow bladesinger / bard / co-archmage of the Wizards Guild in Illumina.
Okay. And Zach just popped in, I believe.
I did, but I won't be able to actually play till 7:30. Is that okay? You want me to?
Yeah, go ahead and introduce your character and yourself if you want.
My character is Zarkon Gotiron, or Zarkon the Starcrossed. He's a 6th level bard, 1st level cleric of Tempest.
Okay.
Martha Moore. Martha Moore.
Okay. For the time being, I'll just say Zarkon's kind of hanging out in the background and stuff.
Okay. Yep. Thank you.
Did I get everybody? Miss anybody? I think that's it. Eric might show up with Caradoc later, possibly. But okay, for those who have not been on a maze adventure, I'll just, instead of running through everything, I'll just sort of have it happen. For simplicity's sake, you guys are all at the guild hanging out, or get a message to come to the guild. And surprisingly, a messenger or not surprisingly for some of you, a messenger brings a letter. And basically, Pinkos will receive it and then hand it out to whoever's the first he sees downstairs, which I'll say is Delanos in this case. And it's basically a letter from the wizard Teluthius. Some of you who will be familiar with Teluthius, he's a fairly powerful wizard who lives in the northern part of city of Illumina, in the nicer part of town. And this letter from Teluthius is saying that he's got his magic mirror working again and would like to send another group of adventurers through his magic mirror into the world of the maze. And he's ready whenever you guys can get to his place. And I'm going to leave it at that. And if anybody doesn't know what the maze is or doesn't know who Teluthius is and doesn't know what's going on, ask your fellow adventurers.
Yeah. I could say a lot about that.
If you guys even want to go, you could go drink at a bar and start a bar fight for something for all I care.
Yes,
No.
we could go start another bar fight.
Yes. If you feel like you're being railroaded, you're really not. This is what's been proposed to you. If you don't want to do it, you don't have to. You can go off and do other things.
Magical maze or bar fight?
And
Hey, Remus.
Hey, Jane.
What's he talking about?
So there's this guy. His name is Teluthius, and he's got like a super huge magic mirror in his basement for some reason. And you got to put on this really this copper ring, and then you can go through it. And there's a huge theme park maze, basically, where you go inside and you just kill things and have fun and take whatever they had. It's actually like a hotel for them. They pay and they take the risk of dying spontaneously by us charging in. It's fun.
Oh, that sounds like what Jubei. He did something similar.
Well, yeah, but it's not as crazy. It's like this place usually has actually like laws as in physics and stuff, you know.
But that sounds fun.
So not as much fuckery.
Nope, it's just a hotel where people pay money to be there and they get a discount if they take the risk of being secretly invaded in their sleep and killed.
That doesn't sound as fun.
Well, it is
But the
fun
rest
for
of it
us
sounds
because
fun.
we're killing them. And then we grab all their stuff.
Oh, shit.
They actually signed a contract for that.
I'm thinking maze. We should definitely go to the maze. I mean, I'm all
Maze
for a
sounds
tavern, but you can't exactly loot a tavern of its magical items, and I don't feel like killing citizens. So, maze. Maze
That
seems
makes
like a
sense,
good
yeah.
choice.
Yep. Last time we fought Driders, like 3 or 4 of them, and they were like hidden in like magical darkness and stuff. So that was really difficult, and we almost died, but it's gonna be fun. Oh, that was second last time.
So Jebediah would basically not be waiting for people to make up their minds. He's going to go visit Teluthius.
Okay.
It is.
Yes, I will be right behind you.
And Jebediah will knock on the door and will wait for the Dragonborn servant. Yeah, the Dragonborn servant to answer.
Is anyone not going?
No, we're all going, but we're probably gonna be like 10 minutes late.
Okay. The door opens up, and it's not the Dragonborn. It's actually a suit of armor standing there. It's got like where its eyes would be through the slit in the helmet. There's like red light glowing. And it's like,
Hello.
yes.
Dragon, the Jebediah will poke it with his finger.
He will
Oh,
look
don't
down
be
at your
rude.
Where is the Dragonborn?
It's his day off.
Interesting.
May I help you?
Yes, we are here to see Teluthius.
Its head kind of turns to the side and says, "Oh, Master Teluthius, there are people here to see you. Are you in?" And way in the background, in the distance, you hear, "Of course, you idiot, I'm in. Let them down. I'm in the basement."
Oh, poor Golem.
The head will turn back at you and say, "Please, walk this way." And then he turns and walks very slowly and very stiffly, like robotically, towards where all of you know the basement is.
Yeah, Jebediah will follow him the same way, slowly and robotically.
Okay, well, he told you to walk this way.
He did.
Jeb beat Shamash to it, so.
I'm going to join in, but I'm also going to play violin while we slowly progress.
Okay, so there's this line of people walking slowly and robotically.
And we can actually catch up because
You know, we could play like a New Orleans funeral wake song or something while we're robotically slowly walking down to the basement.
You could, or you could play like Mr. Roboto or something like that.
On the violin? Yes.
Sure.
Yes, I want to see that.
I'd like to see that. Okay, you all get
Preston
downstairs.
Following Jebediah at a distance. Not
Well,
sure
then-
about this.
well, then you'd be walking with me because I am following in the distance because we're like, how do you say that? Late.
Not too sure about this.
Late. You all get there and find the door open up. His front door is still open because nobody said they closed it, and Remus knows where to go.
Yeah, he's just knocking twice, but going in like, "Yeah, we're here," and then he's like going downstairs.
Hey, big lady.
And you find everybody waiting on you down in the basement. For those who haven't been here, the basement, stone floor, stone wall, stone ceiling. The room is quite a bit wide. It's about 50 feet wide, about 20 feet deep. The first thing you'll notice when you go in this room is the back wall that's 20 feet from you is entirely a giant mirror. I mean, ceiling to floor, left to right, it's one great big giant mirror. The mirror is actually not the wall itself, but appears to have like a golden frame around it. And it's so huge, it's like leaning against the wall just a little bit. So you definitely see yourselves when you walk in. And over to the right is a table with a couple of chairs. And there's a very stereotypical looking wizard sitting there. Old man, long white beard, pointy hat, robes. He's got a little hot tea out in the book. And he was sitting, but when people start coming in, he will stand up. And he'll say, great, more guild members. I'm glad to see you're here to send you back to the maze. And then he will hand each of you a little copper ring. And he'll look around and say, I recognize some of you, but some of you I do not. So to go through the mirror and to come back, you need to be wearing this ring. If you're not wearing this ring, you can't get back home.
Gotcha. Let's go.
I hope you know what you're doing, Remus.
Yeah, I do know. As a matter of fact, I've done this a gazillion times, and it's super safe. Unless you go inside and you do something stupid, then you might die. But it's super safe other than that.
All right.
So what's Remus doing?
Putting the ring on and going through the mirror.
Okay. Remus puts on the ring and walks dead into the mirror and flattens his nose on it.
Mirror, mirror on the wall, please make Remus's pants fall.
Did you really want to see that?
Because Teluthius says, you've forgotten the last final step.
He has to turn the mirror on.
Yes, the mirror is
Yeah,
not
the
on.
lever. Yeah, do the lever
Yeah,
thing. Teluthius,
there's like a
please.
black-
We don't have time for this.
There's a black iron bar lever sticking out of the wall. He reaches over and pushes it down, and it sort of creaks as it does so. And then the mirror starts glowing.
Oh,
And-
la-dee-da.
And the
Love
image
it.
of yourselves that you see fades away, and then you see a stone hallway in front of you.
Okay, so before Remus can do anything else, Jebediah will put his foot on his backside and then kind of just like push him by his butt with Jebediah's foot through the mirror.
Is
I'm not getting it. Where's your foot? What's my backside?
your butt?
Your ass.
Your buttocks.
Oh, you're kicking me inside?
No, I'm not kicking you. I'm kind of pushing you with my foot.
Are you contesting this, Remus, or are you going to allow it to happen?
Oh no, I'll allow it to happen. That's
Oh, okay.
totally legit.
Then Will doesn't have to roll, and Remus goes through the mirror and disappears.
In that same instance, Jane puts on the copper ring and immediately jumps through over the two of them.
Okay.
No, I'm on the other side.
Look,
and you
up in the basement. It's a bird. It's a plane. It's Super Jane.
Whee!
It's Remus and Super Jane.
Well, no time like the present, and I go in.
Anybody not going in?
Razbean follows.
Yeah,
No, we
Shamash
signed up
is-
for the adventure just so that we could just choose not to do it.
It's like,
Well,
yeah.
you can.
Okay, bye.
You can. I'll come up with something for you to do. It may not have as much treasure in it, but okay. You all go through, and for those of you who have been here before, some of you have been to this very spot before. You come to a place, and you're in a hallway. Stone hallway goes in front of you and goes behind you. Those of you that it's your first time here, you look back and you see the mirror there floating in the air off to one side. It's still big. It sort of looks like it's leaning against a wall, but it's there. If you take the ring off, you don't see it. But then when you put the ring back on, you can see it again. And for those of you who have been here, off to your right, there is a black iron door that looks like it has some... let's say on the stonework around the door, there's some black marks like there's been a fire here before.
Yes, I remember this quite well.
On the door?
This is
Oh.
where we blew up the
scientist.
Frankenstein monster.
Yep. I remember that.
And you can either go backward to where you've been before, which is where the mirror is, or you can go to forward where you've not been before. And there is a light source here. There are torches on the walls.
Razbean starts going forward to look around.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna go like right next to him because he has not done this before, and he usually like might get himself into trouble. So
I guess
hero that I am.
Being that he's been on missions before with Remus, he's probably Shamash will probably edge away in the opposite direction to make sure that there's enough space between him and Calamity.
That's probably a good idea.
Wise decision, Shamash. You cover the flanks.
Jane
Raz is
happens to
sure
be
he'll be
familiar
under the
with
screen.
Remus, so Jane would be kind of like right next to Remus, wherever he
Okay.
decides to go.
Nice.
All of you, you go.
Jebediah disappears.
Like literally, are you turning invisible or something?
No, I just rolled a stealth roll of 31.
Oh, okay. Is that as good as you can get?
Nope.
Damn. Because that is as good as Scribe can get. So she.
That's actually 3 points away from as good as I can get.
Oh, okay.
So it's pretty close.
Oh, I don't know though. I have to check Scribe. I forgot she did get a boost in Dex a while back. I'd have to check that.
Yeah.
Okay.
I have an 18 in perception.
An 18 in perception.
Yeah, like for checking like hallways with traps because I'm assuming we're moving forward at that point.
Yeah, you move forward about 60 feet, and then there is a right turn ahead of you.
Right turn, Clyde.
Well, then we'll turn right.
Okay. You go about another 60 feet, and you see a door on your right. Again, it's almost always on the right. Not always, but almost always. There's a door on your right. And just like 10 feet past that door, there is another turn to the right. And this is a very nice looking door. It's like a light pine wood. It's, been sanded smooth, shellacked real nice. It looks almost like it could be on somebody's home or something.
Jebediah will move forward and check the door for traps.
Damn. Okay.
Oh, wait. You can do that if you want. I'm cool.
I was going to say I was going to check and see if it was locked, or basically if it was locked and if I need to use my thievery stuff.
All right. Have at it.
I'm going to ritual cast comprehend languages.
Do what?
I'm going to ritual cast comprehend.
Oh.
Why are you whispering shit all the time?
Because I don't want to interrupt.
Russ goes up to see if the door's locked.
Okay, so you all, during this 10 minutes while you're waiting for him to Delanos to ritual cast, you check the door, and it is locked.
Okay. I pull out my thieveries kit and try and unlock the door.
Okay. Give me a roll.
All right.
Jeb's pulling rear guard about
That's a
30 feet
D20,
back.
right?
Yeah, DC 20. In this case, plus your dex bonus. And I'm guessing you're proficient with Thieves' Tools, so you'd also get to add your proficiency bonus.
Nice. That's a 21.
Oh, yeah. You have no problem. Bam. It's just Nick. And you realize it's not even that difficult of a lock. It's sort of like a normal house lock.
Gotcha. I unlock the door, and I look over at Jebediah and go, do you want to check for traps?
Nah, hit it, dude. You got this.
Okay. So I push open the door.
Okay. It actually pulls towards you.
My bad.
But
We've all been
nothing
there.
happens. Yeah. It's like,
Damn it.
Yeah,
Remus, you need to open the door.
What? I need to open the door? Sure, here. I'll open the door.
Remus is rubbing off on you a little bit. Okay, you open the door, and in front of you, for about 100 feet directly in front of you, there is a great big nice green field. The sun, it looks like you're outdoors. The sun is up, bright blue skies, a few white clouds. Off in the distance, there's some nice woods. You hear birds chirping and bunny rabbits running around and squirrels frolicking up in the leaves. And for 100 feet, there's this field of low grass, not just barely ankle high. And then there's a low hill. And on top of this hill is a house. It's 1 story, long, door, windows, looks like it's got a chimney. And there's a little bit of black smoke coming from the chimney. And the house is just sitting there.
Wow, this is a bit interesting.
Do you see anything?
And again, for those of you that it's your first time here, when you're out in the ceiling's about 10 feet tall. This definitely, if this isn't into another world or someplace, it's definitely got much higher than 10-foot tall ceilings.
Oh yeah, I forgot to mention, like, whenever we open a door, it's actually like in a different plane.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah, Tiny Tony told us that last time, but I forgot. That's not really an important detail. So
Yeah, it's not like, taking a bag of holding and putting it in a portable hole or anything.
exactly. It's not like that at all.
I didn't think I'd be doing this much plane hopping when I joined the UAG.
Well, they don't call us SG-1 for nothing.
I got that.
Please, for the love of God, Jebediah, stop antagonizing the divine. Well, who's going to go in?
Jebediah's pulling rear guard.
I'll go in first, and I walk in.
Okay. You
Jane
walk out.
follows second.
You walk out into this field, and much like the magical mirror, you see the door floating behind you, just like an inch off the ground or whatever.
Ooh, okay, I look behind it.
You see more greenery, more grass extending about another 100 feet, and then there's trees. There's like a great big circle of trees around this area. You see a couple of deer loping by. They pause long enough to look in your direction.
I'll go inside, outside too.
I was considering magic missiling them, but I don't think that's
The
a wise
deer?
choice. Yes.
Well, I'll tell you now, you can, but the deer have no treasure.
Who says I want their treasure? I'm hungry.
The art of killing is its own reward.
Nah, that's not a wise decision.
I'll cast magic missile at the darkness.
I guess I'll start heading towards the house then. Hopefully everyone follows.
I'm gonna yell. Hello? Someone
Hi.
home? Like to the house, like really loud. I just don't want to scream in your ears.
If I go to the backside of the portal and look through, what do I see?
Nothing. You see your companion standing there.
So if I walk to my friend, am I walking like through the portal, sort of?
That's what it looks like, yeah.
Hey, Remus, hop in really second. Jump out and count of 3.
Okay.
1, 2, and then I'm going to run through.
Okay.
Just
Like
as Remus is going through?
Yeah.
This can't possibly end well.
This
Both
may
of you-
be.
Both of you give me dexterity saving throws.
I got it too.
Shamash edges back even further. He does not want to cut
This
his
may
tubes.
be the dumbest saving throw I've ever seen.
16.
16.
Yep.
Okay. All right.
I don't know what's going on, but it already doesn't sound well.
No, it's not as bad as it could be. But basically, both of you take. Oh, that's not bad. Both of you only take 2 points of damage as you basically slam into each other. And Remus is on
Fire.
no, not on fire. But you're both kind of knocked away from each other about 10 feet. But you're still on your feet. And yeah, it did hurt a little bit. And did everybody go through the door?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
Okay, yeah.
No.
Good idea, Jane. Good idea. Next time. That
Jeb
could have worked.
Who did not go through the door?
I was pulling rear guard. I was coming up when they're playing with their shenanigans, I guess.
Okay. Yeah, Jeb, you see what happens in front of you. Just to be clear, Jeb's the only one who has not gone through the door yet, right?
I'm wherever you want me.
That's what she said.
I'll say
Sorry.
Zarkon went through the door. Well, on either side of it, the door disappears.
Interesting.
Well, that's a conundrum.
Yeah.
What does that mean? I'm being serious.
Well,
Means a problem.
we do have to find a way back, and the door is gone. Thus, we have our first issue.
Well, I'm sure there's doors in this house. So might as well go
I will
knock.
have to make my first deduction, and I will cast See Invisibility.
Okay.
Jeb's gonna start searching around.
Okay.
Rasputin looks around the group and goes, "Hey, wait a minute. Where's Jeb? Where'd he go?" Or not Jeb, Meister Jeb,
Meister Jeb.
like Meester.
Okay. You're all casting spells and trying to figure out what went on and where Jeb's at. And Jeb's looking for secret passages or doors or whatever. And suddenly, Jeb, you hear a voice behind you just a sigh.
Hey, Tony. How's it going?
Hi, Jebediah.
We're trying. We're trying to work with Remus, but it's not
it's not as easy as some people make it out to be.
I
Right.
know.
He's just not all there.
I know. Fortunately, I like you guys, and I like Remus especially.
Yeah, we like you too, Tony.
Aw.
So, hold on a second. He reaches in a pocket and pulls out a little piece of chalk, and he holds it out, and he says, "Look, I'm not tall enough, but you are. Take this piece of chalk and draw a doorway on the wall and for me, and then I'll do a little ritual and get the door back open."
Sure, no problem. And Jebediah will draw the door to the best of his ability, and then hand the chalk back to Tony.
Thank you, Jebediah. He will pocket the piece of chalk in his in the little tuxedo pocket he's got. Then he slaps his hands together and it's like, okay, I've not had to do this in a while. Let's see if this works. And he goes into a little kind of a ritual sort of spell that lasts about a minute. And then there's a popping sound in the distance, and the drawing you drew glows, and the door reappears. It is not open.
All right, cool.
And from the other side, the rest of you suddenly see the door reappear, floating about an inch off the ground.
Well,
I go over and knock on it.
Well, there's your conundrum. Back.
So, Jebediah will nod to Tony and give him like a little fist bump. Like, appreciate it, man.
He'll give you one back and a little thumbs up and says, "I left it unlocked, so you can get in." Oh, there's someone knocking now.
Yeah, it's probably Remus wondering where the door came from.
Yep, I'm knocking.
I was.
Everybody's knocking.
Yeah,
You both knocked at the same time?
sure.
Why
Give me
not?
dexterity rolls. No, I'm kidding.
You both end up
25.
knocking on each other's skulls. You take 3
That would
points of
hurt.
damage.
Damn.
25.
You're okay. The
19.
door does 12d12 to your hand. No.
Oh, shit.
You had fingers at one time.
Edward
Jebediah
Scissorhands.
will open the door,
And there's the group standing there in the field.
and
The house
Jebediah is
down.
going to look at the two knuckleheads knocking on the door. He's like, "You rang?"
Jeb can make the doors appear and disappear. Do you lock us in here?
No, that was Tony. Tony opened
Oh.
the door for us.
Can
And
we
none
see Tony?
No, you do not
Oh.
see Tony now.
No.
And if Jeb looks back, Tony's gone.
Holy shit! Yeah,
He's
he'll
like
be
Bat-
back,
He's like a little Batman.
right? So Jebediah is just going to be like, you should probably not play with things that you have no understanding of, Remus.
Yeah, that's a lot though. Like, that's a lot of things.
Yes, but it would probably be much safer for you and the rest of us.
Ah, don't worry.
Stick
Let's
to
knock on
shooting
that
things
house
with your
over
bow.
there. Yep, let's knock on that house over there. That looks pretty
So-
nice.
Jebediah will go through and will intentionally try to leave the door open.
It stays open.
All right, cool. And then he will say to everybody, especially including Remus, "Do not shut the door, as it will not reappear without somebody opening it from the other side."
You sure?
So at this point, Jebediah is going to look at Remus like, you can't possibly be that stupid. And he's going to do that John Travolta thing in Pulp Fiction where he's just kind of, he's got his hands up and he's looking around like, what the fuck? Where the fuck? What the fuck? Like, did you not, did you not see what just happened with the door closing and disappearing and then the door opening again after it?
Okay, let's go. Let's go to another door.
Yeah, Jebediah is just going to
Gonna
walk
be
off because
annoying.
he's had enough of that one.
Okay.
And he's going to join.
Well, Delanos is already up there.
Yeah, he's going to join Delanos up at the front door.
So when you get up to the house, like I said, it's a low hill. It's not a real high or steep hill, so you can climb the grass up there easily enough. There is a little stone walkway that goes from the door, and facing the house, the walkway would turn to your left, and then it looks like it goes to to what none of you would understand, but a driveway.
Cool.
It's a concrete driveway. It only comes out about 10 feet, and then it sort of disappears in the grass.
It would be funny if we were now actually at Ty's house, like with Ty's family. Like,
Damn it! You ruined the entire adventure.
I'm sorry.
Jebediah will knock.
Okay. Jebediah knocks. Immediately, as soon as your hand touches the door, you hear a sound that sounds like squawk! And the house stands up. The house itself is now 20 feet off the ground, and holding the house up are two gigantic chicken legs.
Holy giblets.
And popping out from the either side of the house are two really long, dark red arms with big, giant claws at the end of them. And the door on the house has turned into a giant mouth with great big giant fangs about as long as swords at the top of it. And the house just looks down at all of you and roars really, really loudly. And
Jebediah.
so loud,
Big
it like knocks the wind back,
fucking
your hair's flowing.
mimic.
And then, remember it had a smokestack and there was a little bit of black smoke coming out of it? Well, suddenly there's a big, huge belch of black smoke that pours out of it, and it's coming at all of you.
Jebediah.
Run out of the way.
Remember when you told Remus about touching things you didn't understand?
It's a fucking door. Give me a break. Come on now.
And now, we'll go into rounds after this, but now I need everyone to make a dexterity saving throw.
Fantastic.
Oh, God.
Oh, that's not bad.
That's not one of my saves. I only got
It's one of
11.
mine. I got a 26.
Oh, thank goodness. I rolled
21.
40. I got 60. 50.
Okay. Everyone who got higher than a 15 takes 10 points of... It's essentially fire damage. It's not really fire, but it's heat. So 10 points of fire damage. Anyone who got below a 15 takes 21 points of fire damage.
Ow.
Oh, cool. I have fire resistance.
That was just about to be my question as well.
How much-
Does this count for the fire resistance
Yeah,
as well?
fire resistance. Even though it's technically not fire, it is heat damage. So yeah, fire resistance will work. And now we can go into rounds.
How much?
So would
much
absorb.
for-
Sorry, go ahead.
How much for a successful save? I was spacing
10.
out.
10.
10. Yep. Thank you. Sorry.
Wait, 10 is a successful save?
Yes, 15 or higher, you only take 10 points of damage.
And if you're resistant, then you take 5.
Yeah.
So, absorb elements gives me resistance to acid, cold, fire, lightning, or thunder damage.
Yep.
And
for
it
one
allows me, for one attack. And then it allows me to do, it's that type of damage
Yep.
as an
Yep.
extra d6, right?
Yep. As a melee attack next round.
Yeah.
Would I be able to cast anything in reaction to taking
Yeah.
that? Or
Yeah, you can take a reaction.
then I'll cast Hellish Rebuke at it, I guess.
Okay, so it's got to make a dex save.
Yeah.
Oh, it got a natural 20. That was... It's still...
no damage.
Oh, is it no damage?
Well, it depends on how you DM it.
No, if it's whatever the spell says. If the spell says it takes half damage, you can take half damage.
Yeah. That's 2d10 of fire damage. Wait, I'm gonna double check. It takes 1 damage. I literally rolled 2 ones.
Okay.
This is-
So
this
it
is
takes
starting off to be
fire
great,
damage.
guys.
And
me.
What's you?
Thank you. I'm
Was that a
sorry.
sneeze?
Yes.
That was something.
It catches fire a little bit underneath. What did Jeb get for his?
It was just. Sorry, I haven't. Okay, so let me put that in there. 10 plus.
Go to sleep, girl.
10. There you go.
Okay.
And Jebediah used a level 1 absorb elements. So he took 5 points of damage, and he gets a d6 of fire damage when he makes melee attack next round.
Oh no, when you attack him, I think. With
Yes.
a melee attack.
Yes. So when I hit him
Sorry.
with a melee weapon, he'll take an additional d6 of fire damage.
I think I'm missing somebody's initiative, but I'm not sure who it is.
Probably
I didn't
Zarkon.
do it. Yep,
Yeah.
I didn't do an initiative. I did the deck save.
Oh, okay.
I'll roll it.
13. Just in case you didn't get me.
Yeah, I got that one.
It's Remus. Come on now.
So Raz got a 24. Okay.
I totally understand that. Like, there's a saying like dumb people get lucky more often or something like that. There's like some saying about this. So
Called dumb luck.
So
Yeah.
Zach, do you want to be in on this one or not yet?
Me? I'm good.
Okay. What Zarkon get for initiative?
13.
Okay. Let's see. What's your dexterity?
2.
Okay. Oh, so it looks like you will. Okay.
Plus 2. Just not.
no, you dex.
No, your normal dex.
Yeah.
Is
no,
it
that's
14?
13. There I am.
13?
Okay. All right. All right, Jeb, you get to go first. By the way, when you all are hit with this black smoke, as soon as it does its damage, it dissipates. So it's not like I'm just letting you know it's not like a constant thing that's still there.
Okay. Jebediah is going to pull out both spears. He is going to activate Blade Song. So
Okay.
his effective armor class at this time is 25.
Okay.
And he is going to swing using his Thunder Spear while casting Green Flame Blade. No, while casting what is the name of that cantrip?
Booming Blade?
Yeah, that's it. Thanks. Booming
Okay.
Blade. And that is a 27 to hit.
Okay. I'm going to tell you something that might change your action. Maybe.
Okay.
I'll let you pull back if you need to. To attack this thing, keep in mind the house is 20 feet off the ground.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. The legs for it are not. But you would have to step in like 5 feet to hit the legs.
Oh, the hell with that.
Which means you will be underneath the house.
No. Ain't going out like that, son.
Okay.
All right, so
you would be aware of that.
So if I were to whip out a dagger and throw it, would that be considered a melee attack or no?
No, that's a ranged attack.
Okay, so I'm not going to be able to use that D6 of damage. That's okay. Yeah, that'll definitely change things.
You could run in and attack the legs.
If
And
only
run
we
out
had
again.
spells.
Actually, yeah, I've got 40 feet of movement. You said I only have to move in. Only
Yeah.
have to move in 5.
Yeah, you just have to move in 5 feet. From the front and the back of the house, you would only have to move in 5 feet. From the sides, you would have to move in like 20 feet because the house is definitely a lot longer than it is wide.
And the worst
Okay.
that could happen would be a deck save.
Well, the worst that could happen is I could get splattered.
Yeah, no, that's not going to happen.
All right, so yeah, Jebediah will go ahead and run in, tag it. That was a 27.
That hits.
Do you want me to re-roll?
No, I'll
Okay.
take that.
So we've got 8, 10, 15 plus 5 is 20.
The only thing I need separate from your damage is any fire damage.
Nope, this is all thunder.
Okay.
So that's what was that? 20. So that's 24. All right, so 24 points of piercing and thunder damage, and then the fire damage is 6.
Okay. All right. You hit it. Anything else?
See, that's all the melee he can do. Bonus action was already used for Blade Song, so he moved 5 feet forward. He's going to move 35 feet backwards.
Okay. And because you were so close, and because I know you've got an astronomical passive perception, you noticed when you hit it, your sword and your thunder wave did the normal expected damage on it, but the fire damage did more than you expected it to.
It did more than I expected it to? All right,
Yes.
I'm going to relay that information to the group. Jebediah will shout out, "Fire does more damage. Attack it with that if you can."
Okay. And
That will be
now,
my turn.
of all people, it's Remus's turn.
And I'm going to be like, holy shit, you got it. I shoot fire arrows. Stop it. And I'm going to mark it as my prey.
Okay.
And I'm going to tag it. Doesn't matter where I shoot. I actually don't have to call targets, right? Yeah.
No, you don't have to call targets. I mean,
Modified 20 to hit.
that'll hit.
Okay, and the second arrow is going to be a... was that 23 to hit? Okay.
That'll hit.
So first arrow, that's fuck. I rolled a 1. But plus 8. Give me a second here. 1, 3. Plus the d6.
Stop rolling like me. Don't roll once.
Yeah, but I roll once on damage, not on the
That's
hit.
what I did. I rolled 2 ones for damage.
Oh, that's bad. God damn it. I think that is almost minimum damage. God damn it. Okay, so that's gonna be, that's 9, that's 15 piercing for the first one, and 4 fire damage.
Okay.
And the second one is gonna be 6 plus 8 is 12. Wait, yeah, no, 14. 14 math. 14 and 3 fire damage.
Okay. Yeah.
And I move 30 feet away.
Okay. You back by Jebediah?
Probably, like, if you went 5 feet away from him, yes.
Okay.
And that is my turn.
All right. It's now Raz's turn.
Sorry about that. You said my turn?
Yeah.
All right.
Go, Mr. Bean.
I got an initiative of 20. Am I not next? Oh, no, never mind. My apologies.
I thought Raz had a 24.
I do.
He did, yeah. I just misread the chat thing. It's fine.
Okay.
Go for it, Mr. Bean.
For my first bonus action or whatever it's called, I load up my crossbow
Okay.
and I take aim at one of the legs.
All right.
Then let it fire.
All right. Roll the hit.
Gotcha.
So go get your.
Come on.
You can sit and chill.
Hold on. I gotta go back over here.
Okay.
My dice roller just stopped. Dice roller.
Mm-mm.
Bear with me one sec. are D20 plus 7. Ouch. I only got a 13.
Believe it or not, that actually hits.
Whoa, really?
Yeah.
All right.
It's a house.
It's a house. Yeah, fair enough. And
Okay.
it's not wearing full plate or anything.
A full plate wearing house. Yeah, I could see that. It picks the car up. That's its shield.
Give him
Street
ideas.
light
Stop it,
is
Jed.
its sword.
Jebediah, stop. Give him ideas.
Why not? Come on.
Okay. And I got 6 damage for that.
Okay.
At least it's not a
All right.
duplex.
I mean, considering the state of current affairs, I'm surprised it didn't do poison damage from all the pollution.
Well, that could be. Anything else Rasmus wants to do?
Yeah, I'm gonna kind of step back some more. So basically, a movement backwards,
Okay.
about halfway,
Okay.
because I don't want to be squashed when it falls over.
All right. All right. Smash.
Okay, so how far away from the house? Are we basically right underneath it at the minute?
You're like right in front of it, except it's 20 feet up.
Okay, I am going to back up 30 feet.
Okay.
I
Smash.
am... Hello. I've got
Sorry
to
about
keep
that.
going, so bye-bye. Bonus action, Misty step 30 feet back again.
Bye, Shamash.
Okay. So do you get to cast a? I mean, you cast a spell. Do you get to throw one of those now?
No, they're just
You
all
throw
in my
them
head,
as
and there's a bonus action each turn. I
Okay.
can expend 1 or 2 of them.
Okay. All right. Now it is the house's turn,
Of course it is.
and
Our house. It's a very, very, very
Look at
fine
that.
house.
So I think I'm the closest person to it. So I miss you guys
What-
already.
Wah, wah, wah.
okay. It basically raises its 2 giant claws, and it's going to swing twice. I believe Zarkon is still up there, and Delanos,
I am.
and Jane. So right now it's going to swing at Zarkon. Zarkon, does a 28 hit you?
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Okay. You take 23 points of damage.
Fuck, I'm almost down already. God damn it.
Oh God.
Delanos,
Hey.
it's going to take a swing at
What
you.
up, man? Meat shield?
Shit.
Does a 23 hit Delanos?
It would, but I'm gonna shield. I'm definitely shielding that.
Okay. Yeah, you just saw Zarkon go down.
I'm not down.
Oh, okay. I thought you were down. Okay. I thought you
No.
said. Okay.
I'm almost
And then
down.
and the house kind of leans back creakily on its giant chicken legs, and it roars to the sky. And there's still a little bit of black smoke coming out of the chimney. And that's its turn. Now it's Zarkon's turn.
Is any part of it made of metal?
Yeah, there are
What?
bits and pieces of it. There's
Pipes. Oh no, they're not metal.
yeah,
They're
well,
plastic.
you can see the underneath of the house, and some of the piping is made of metal. Your character might know what it is, but there's a rain gutter that goes around the front of the house. It looks like it's made of wet metal, and the door has a,
Carport would have like some metal on it, wouldn't it?
yeah, the frame around the door has some metal, or what was a door. It's a giant mouth now with teeth.
Nom nom.
So at your discretion, what would I be able to, obviously I don't think I'd be able to heat up all of that with heat metal, but
You can hit any part you want.
That's what she said.
Jebediah attacked one of his legs, right?
Do what? Yeah, he attacked one of his legs. You do not see any metal on the legs, actually.
Zarkon will talk to Delanos. Do you want me to teleport us out of here?
It's us or them, and I kind of look back at some of our like squishier members, like Razbean and Shamash.
Didn't they all run back? Samash is way the hell back.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
just Jane, Raspina, and you guys.
Y'all should
Shamash-
probably fall back. Just saying.
You're the only one next to me, so
Make up your mind. 3, 2, 1, go.
Chickensy next.
yes, no, Delanos.
I'm counting to a number. If I get to it, the monster gets a free attack.
Did he answer?
No.
I'm not moving from my spot because I'm the most heavily armored person in the group.
Go, Ty. Go, Ty.
All right, then I'll do something else. Okay.
Gonna attack him.
I'll just heat metal. All of it's under. It can't possibly drop itself. I don't think so. Just heat up all the pipes I can see from underneath it, and then move my
Okay.
full 0.5 feet back.
I forget in this version, does it get a save?
I mean, it would to drop it, but not to avoid damage.
Okay, well, how much damage do you do?
Yeah.
then?
The heat metal, he would have to be able to drop whatever it is that's being heated up.
Yeah. Yeah,
And
can't do
whatever
that.
he's holding, right?
Okay, then he will take 2d8 of 2d8 of fire damage because I just cast it as a basic level 2 spell
Okay.
per turn as a bonus action.
Okay. So how much does it take this round?
9.
9. Okay.
I'm fire.
All right. It looked like it heated up. You saw glowing metal. The pipes were glowing metal before you got out of there.
I think the roof is on fire.
Does it look like it's do damage?
No. That's Sandra. No.
It was kind of hard to tell because you basically cast a spell and then ran. But the pipes were definitely heating up.
Okay.
They were starting to glow red when you were running away. And now, Delanos, it's your turn.
Well, if I get hit by that thing again, I don't know if I'll be able to stand it. So I think it's time to make the executive decision to do as much damage as possible. If I make a ranged attack against it, will I get disadvantage?
If you do what?
If I make a ranged attack against it, being this close?
No, because the house is 20 feet up and the legs are like 5 feet away from you.
Okay.
Well, no, will you get advantage?
No, just I was worried about disadvantage.
No, you won't have disadvantage.
Oh, that's good because I'm going to cast a level 4 Scorching Ray.
Oh damn.
And is 13 is 10 going to hit it?
A 10 will not hit it.
Then 13?
A 13 will hit it.
So 4 of the Scorching Rays will hit it.
Okay.
And I do 8d6 fire damage. Which in total is going to be 12, 22, 29, 30.
30?
30 fire damage.
Okay. It definitely, all of you see Caradoc throw up these little fireballs that hit this, like the front of this house, and they just explode into huge, massive flames. And the house is like, you can tell it's reels back almost like it's getting to fall. But then it roars out. It sort of leans back up like, I'm not going down yet. And it's screaming in pain, obviously.
Caradoc isn't even in the game yet, and he's getting.
There
angry.
was a firefight.
And now there is a literal growing fire on the front of this house. Like on one side, not the whole front of the house, but like one to your right, the right side of the front of the house is on fire.
Wouldn't water heal it?
Dude.
And is there anyone? Is Jane beside me? Like in melee?
Kinda, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I will use my bonus action to fly 10 feet beside her, so that she's not standing by herself.
Okay.
Hi.
All right.
Hi.
Real quick. Eric, say something. You there, Eric?
Yeah, if you're talking, man, we can't hear you.
Yeah, we're not hearing you. Okay. I will go on. It is now Jane's turn.
All right. So my new friend who just flied by next to me, I'm like, "Oh hi, let's do this together." And she's gonna slap you on the back and give you a bardic inspiration. And as the main action, she's going to hold out her hand and be like, "We can win this if we work together." And then she's going to use bless to bless Zarkon, Jebediah.
No, he's all the way back.
I'm 35 feet back away from the house.
Yep. There's Zarkon, Delanos, and you.
Mm-hmm.
Where's Rasmus?
Holy shit, that's creepy.
Machine Gun Kelly.
So creepy.
The house speaks.
Where's Rasbean at? Is he close enough?
I think he didn't move. Did he?
Okay.
So then half a space back.
Yeah, he moved back some.
Ah, all right. Sorry.
So he's about right where I am.
Right where who is?
Me and Rasmus should be pretty close to each other.
All right. Zarkon, Rasbean, and my new friend who's right next to me.
Yes, you better hope we live long enough to see the use of that spell.
And then I'm going to. Am I like in melee with the thing?
No, you're not within. You can be if you want to be. Like take a 5-foot step, but you're not currently.
I'm going to move about 20 feet back.
Okay.
But like not towards all the people, just sort of like off.
So we can do this if we stick together, new friend. Bye.
Oh.
I was thinking more like a flank position, but yeah.
Okay.
Irony.
Top of
There's
the round.
no. Is there any way that an apology might work?
That's a new cantrip. Apologize. All right, top of the round. It's Jeb's turn.
Okay, so Jebediah is about 35 feet back, and he is going to cast Chromatic Orb.
Okay.
At 4th level. Fire damage. Lost my die. Hang on a sec.
I think I have speech.
You do?
Yes, we can hear you.
All right, so got a 23 to hit.
That'll hit.
All right, now I need to figure out. Let's see.
I think you auto hit just like me.
No, I still got to
Except
roll
for the
for
net
it.
one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Depends upon the AC, but yeah.
13 hits it, so I think.
So
You hit.
that's 3d8 plus another 2, 3, 4, so 68 total. This is 5, 7, 15, 16, 19, 27 points of fire damage.
Okay. Let's see. All right. Your spell literally goes in this thing's mouth, and then boom, there's a big booming explosive sound from inside, and just flame just comes rolling out of this thing's mouth.
So Jebediah does a giant hip thrust and just shouts out, "Money shot!"
This is college ball. We're going to yell 3. And,
What is
and,
college ball?
Basketball. You're in North Carolina. You need to know these things.
I'm sorry. I didn't watch TV.
No. Okay.
Okay.
And the house rocks back again, and there's another belch of black smoke from its smokestack, but it's still standing up. It's still,
awesome.
still there. But there's fire inside of its mouth now. And now, Remus, it's your turn.
That is so cool. So I rolled a 14 and a 24 to hit.
24 hits. Are they both hit?
Yeah. And my bonus action, I'm going to put my hunter's mark on it.
Okay.
Okay. So it's going to, where's my pen? There's my pen. God damn it, fucking 1. 1. I'm not good with the D8s. Fuck.
Now you just also
1 plus 8. God damn it! All those 1s. I think I'm
slowly considering investing in full plate now.
Okay. So from the first shot, he is gonna take that's 10, 15 piercing, and 8 fire damage.
Okay.
And the second shot is going to be 12 piercing and 3 fire damage. And my question is, how's the house looking?
It's definitely on fire inside and on the right front. It's shaky a little bit, but it's still a house. It seems pretty strong.
Well, I'm going to action surge then, because fuck this house.
Nice.
So I rolled a 2 and a 3, so that would be 14 and 15 to hit. Like
last
how?
time I said that, almost everybody died.
What?
I said last time I said that, almost everybody died.
That you action surge? Never mind.
No.
hit both times.
Because fuck it.
Okay, so.
5.
3 plus 8. Let's do that again. 7. Here we go. That's the damage I want to see. 4 and the D6. Sorry, this takes a few seconds here. I'll be. And that is 2 plus 3 and 2. So it's going to take, from the third shot, it's going to take, that is 11, that is 14 piercing damage and 11 fire damage. And the sixth, like the fourth shot is going to be 12, 14 piercing damage again and 5 fire damage.
It's like a mini hunt.
Okay. You hit it, and your flame arrows are burning pretty good. Anything else Remus wants to do?
That's actually, for the moment, all I can do. I use my bonus action also. Yep.
All right, Raz, it's your turn.
All right. So how bad is this thing looking now?
It's a house. It's on fire all over the place, but it's still standing strong. It looks like it so far.
Okay. Well, with my loaded crossbow, I'm aiming at the same leg I hit already. So, bear a moment. Dice roller. I got a 17 to hit.
That hits.
All right. And 7 plus 4, so 11 to damage.
Okay.
I'm going to reload. And am I able to take an action again?
If you have action surge, you can.
Okay, I don't have that. All right.
Okay. Anything else, movement-wise or anything?
No, I seem to be at a good, safe distance.
Okay.
I'm gonna look over at Sarkon and go, "Hey, bud, what's up?"
Hey, Mr. Bean.
Huh?
Hey, Mr. Bean.
Oh, okay.
Smash
I
it.
said Remus for a second. I was like, "Wait a minute, what?"
Nope, that's me. That's
Yeah,
me.
I know. That's why I was confused for a second.
The dude with the female voice.
Hey, I've seen worse.
Smash, it's your turn.
Yep. So for my main action, I am going to cast Firebolt at it.
Okay.
9 plus 6, 15 to hit.
That hits.
2d10. So that is 10 points of fire damage.
Okay.
As my bonus action, I am going to send 2 meteors at it.
All right.
So what that means is that it needs to make a dex save. Its spell DC is 14.
It did not make it. It didn't make it.
Never mind. In that case, that renders my next question moot. So for each fire meteor, it takes 2d6 fire damage. So 16 fire damage on top of that.
Okay. All right. You definitely hit it and flames go up. And now the whole front of this house is on fire and the roof is starting to catch on fire too. Anything else you want to do?
Just probably back up a little bit more just to make sure it can't reach me if it gets pissed off at me.
Okay. Caradoc or Eric, are you here?
I am.
Okay. Caradoc,
Voice okay?
you are walking along the streets of Illumina or whatever you're doing in Illumina. And suddenly next to you appears a halfling in a tuxedo. And he's standing next to you and he's holding out a little copper ring to you. And he says, "Please, you need to put this on. Some of your friends need your help. I'll take you to them."
Now we got this.
Done.
Okay, you put the ring on, he touches you, and bam, Illumina is gone, and suddenly you are standing in a field. Real quick, there are 7 or 8 fellow guild members around you. Some of them you probably know, some you may not know. They're standing in this field. They are automatically, you can tell they're in battle mode, and they are fighting your I'll say you're back by Jebediah and Remus, so you're 30 feet away. They are fighting a house. This house is on fire. This house is standing 20 feet off the ground with giant chicken legs underneath holding it up. And out of the sides of this house are great big giant claws. Now you can act.
Holy day. I turn to Remus, touch her quiver, and give her fire arrows.
I really don't know how you can do that when you're down a well.
No, you're.
Sorry, guys. I am on the road in a fucking hotel. This is the best I got.
Okay.
It's cool. I was just messing with you. I'm sorry. I apologize.
Thank you. Thank you. I'll need that. I'll take. Am I muted? No.
No.
I'll take that.
What'd you say?
So as long as I maintain concentration, she gets plus 1d6 fire damage to any arrow from that quiver.
Okay.
For like an hour or something.
Can you not hear me?
We can.
Yeah.
Okay. We'll stop it.
Okay.
So for now, I'll call that my turn.
Okay. It is now the house's turn.
Oh,
Thanks,
God.
Okay. So everyone, let's see. Who's up front there? Delanos? Is Jane still up there with Delanos?
Nobody's up with me.
Okay.
They all ran away.
It's going to take 2 claw attacks at Delanos.
No.
Before it does,
shield of faith on him.
You can't do that if it's not your turn.
I can use a reaction, however. I can use a reaction. I would like to expend 2 sorcery points and use Bend Luck to influence its attack roll. and it needs to deduct 3 off of the attack roll.
Okay. Well, then
And
its
I keep-
its first attack is only a 10. Does that continue into its second attack?
It says as a reaction, I can add or subtract from another's attack roll. It doesn't say whether it's just the once or whether it's all attacks for that turn. So I'll let you decide that as DM.
Okay. Well, the first one will miss because it only got a 10. The second one, would a 19 hit, Delanos?
Yes, it would if I'm not going to use my shield. I'll fuck it.
Do
Would
it.
Dark-
Do it. Use it.
Zarkon can cast cutting words on him. On the house.
Well,
As
I've
a-
already used my shield now.
Oh, are you putting up your shield?
Yes.
Okay.
Then I'm doing,
You-
I don't
you
do
put up-
shit.
You put up your shield, so the house will miss you. However, yet again, a big stream of black smoke comes out of the smokestack.
I'm going down. Fuck my life.
Who was that? Zarkon?
Yes.
How far back was Zarkon? Wasn't he like...
I'm about 35 feet from the house.
Okay. Okay, everyone who's back there, like 30 to 35 feet, Remus,
That's just,
Jeb, Zarkon,
Yep.
unfortunately also Caradoc.
Deck save.
Yeah, everyone needs to make a deck save. Pretty much everyone except Delanos needs to make a deck save.
Is the smoke considered a gas type or just a?
I got an 18.
It's heat damage, or it's basically it's fire damage, but it's not really fire. It's more heat.
Yes.
Okay. Deck save. Hold on. Wrong spot.
You know, you can use cutting words to reduce the damage of at least one person.
critical success.
I got a
shouldn't
critical
have.
success too.
Okay,
Oh, wait,
everyone.
no. Hold on, wrong one. I read somebody else's. My bad.
That's mine.
Yeah, that's yours. My bad.
Everyone who gets a 15 or higher
No, that's not how you, you didn't.
takes 12 points of damage.
What? What
If
are
you-
higher?
15 or higher takes 12 points of damage.
Could I use cutting words on it to lower its mana damage? Yeah, I'm looking up to see if it needs to understand what I'm saying. I don't think it does.
When a creature that you can see within 60 feet makes an attack roll, an ability check, or damage roll, you can use a reaction to expend one of your Bardic Inspirations using your Bardic Inspiration die and subtracting the number rolled from the creature's roll.
But I want to do it on the deck.
Effectively, as long as it isn't immune to being charmed and can hear you.
Yeah, I can definitely hear you.
It's an elf house.
No. If you got 14 or lower, you take 25 points of damage.
So I'm going to use cutting words on its attack. Or
Okay.
the damage it gives. I'm guessing to everybody.
Can it do it to everybody, I guess?
It just lowers
Well,
the damage.
I'm affecting the damage that it's offering. So,
Oh, okay. You're targeting it, not the person who's...
yeah, I'm targeting it.
Okay.
Well, let's hope I roll at least a 3. How much was half?
Half was...
25, I think.
no, that was...
No, half.
half was 12.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I need to roll a 4 to stay up, otherwise I'm down. Nope, I
No.
didn't.
No, the 3 would be taken off the total amount of damage, and then it would be halved again if you
Yeah.
made the save.
Oh,
So it would be 25 minus 3, which is 22. So 22 points of damage or 11 points of damage, depending upon whether you made the save or not.
Yeah.
I made the save, but I'm still down.
Okay. You're not dead.
No, well, yeah, but I'm down.
Basically, the black smoke enters your lungs and kind of sears your lungs up a little bit and knocks you out. But you're not dead.
Yet.
Yet.
Yeah.
And now it would be Zarkon's turn.
Roll a saving throw.
DC 10.
Roll me a 20. 2. Fuck.
You got a 2?
Yeah.
Okay, you're still not dead. That's just one down.
One death saving throw fail.
And Delanos, now it's your turn.
Oh, fucking jeez. Alright. It's time for a level 3 Scorching Ray. This thing's gotta die. Or however constructs interpret death. I'm not sure. So that's 4 Scorching Rays. And I am going to use a Bardic Inspiration and the Bless on one of my Scorching Rays.
Okay.
And I rolled the wrong dice for that. So that's total of... So one Scorching Ray is going to miss with like a 6.
Yeah,
my other, and my lowest Scorching Ray is 4, 8, 12. Probably not going to hit.
12 will actually miss.
Okay, so I only hit with 2 rays.
Okay.
With 15 and a 22.
Was that your hits or your damage?
Those were my hits.
Okay, yeah, those definitely hit.
My damage is 17 fire.
Total?
Yep.
Okay. All right, there's another big blooming explosion on the front of this thing, and like pieces of it are coming off now. Like shingles off the roof are flying off, shutters are falling off from around the windows. There's pieces of wood raining down now.
I'll just use my shield to like block the raining debris.
Yeah, it's not enough to hurt you. Anything else moving or anything?
Nope. Gonna stay put.
All right, it would now be Jane's turn.
My turn?
Yeah.
All right,
go ahead.
Oh, you said something?
Oh, I was just going to say you did just see Zarkon go down.
Okay. In that case, I am going to healings. How far away is Zarkon?
How far did Jane move back?
I moved 20 feet from where I was, but I don't know where Zarkon was.
About
low
50.
within range of.
Yeah, he's like 15 feet behind you.
Okay, I'm going to run over to Zarkon, going to touch him, and I'm going to pump him full of 10 points of healing with my lay on hands. And then as a bonus action, I'm going to cast Healing Word.
Oh. Okay.
How much is the healing of words when healing?
So you heal 7 points on top of the 10 earlier, so you have 17 hit points.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I much appreciate it.
I'll always be here for my friends. All right, go get them, she says as she runs the rest of her movement past them.
Okay. All right, we're back to the top of the round. Jeb, it's your turn, and yes, this house is looking in bad shape now. Pieces of it are falling off, flaming bits of it. There's even fire underneath it now.
Okay.
Did the heated metal start to fire?
Yeah.
Okay. Best thing to do is probably to hit it with another chromatic orb. So that is a 19 to hit.
That hits.
All right. We'll use another level 4 slot. 12, 20, 27, 35 points of fire damage.
All right. You hit it right in its rooftop, and there's another huge, big explosion of flame, and now there's a big hole in its roof, and it goes down on one knee, on one of its chicken leg knees. And it looks in real bad shape now, but it still stands back up.
Don't fall on me.
As a Free action, Jebediah is going to yell at Delanos, dude, seriously, fall back.
And now it would be Remus's turn.
All right.
People.
I'm gonna shoot it. I'm gonna shoot at the house with a 12 and a 16 on the die. So
the 16 will hit.
Oh no, on the die. So that would be a 24 and a 28.
Roll your damage.
I pre-rolled the damage like just now to spare some time, or do you want me to do that again?
No, you can go ahead.
Okay, so that would be 19 piercing and 9 fire damage.
Okay.
On the first arrow, and 19 piercing and 13 fire damage on the second arrow.
Okay. Both your arrows smash through its front and main window, sending shards of glass raining down on Delanos. Your arrows go inside, and there's a whoomp sound, and more fire comes booming out of the window. The house leans back and lets out a humongous shriek, and then it comes crashing down. Delanos, I want a dex save.
Of course you want a fucking dex save.
Sorry.
Oh, that's good. 19.
Okay, it crashes. It's leaning, falling towards you. You jump back out of the way, but you still take 6 points of bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
As basically the house bumps into you.
Ow.
And it crashes into the ground, and it's still there. It doesn't like completely fall apart. The fires are starting to die on it at the moment. So it's still there, but it looks in very bad shape. Windows busted out. There's no door now. Giant hole in the roof. The chimney crumbles and falls off to the side. So
I would like to like hit the air with my hand, like as in victory, like yes, you know, like just make a fist and like make the gesture, you know, because the fucking house went down. And I'm going to drink a potion and go 30 feet back.
Okay.
And that's my turn.
So you had a Gatorade. All right. We're pretty much out of rounds now, so you guys can do whatever you want to do.
Oh, I heal for 7.
Okay.
Press the digitation to start putting out the fires.
Yeah,
okay.
Are we sure we don't want to blow it up?
Do we have time? Do we have time for a short rest?
That's up to you guys.
We'll begin investigating the house.
Are you going inside the house?
Yeah, sure. Why not?
Isn't it a thing that you can do? Isn't it a creature?
Its doorway is wide open.
It's the size of a house. I think we could fit inside it.
Yeah, sure. Why not?
I don't know. Like a couple seconds ago, a beak was coming out of it, so I kind of just figured that the insides was like insides.
A mimic.
Oh, you have so much to learn about magic. You all have fun. I'm going to dust my armor off.
Yeah, Shamash is going to go in and have a look around.
Okay, you go in, it looks like a house. Well, it's kind of strange to you guys. There's carpet in the floors. You go back in the kitchen, and there's like these big metal things. One of them has the word Frigidaire on it, which you're not sure what the heck is that.
Frigidaire?
Another one's got these little letters in common, GE. You know,
what is a G?
There's nothing Samsung in there.
You do not see anything Samsung. There's no furniture. In one of the back rooms that might be a bedroom, you actually do find a wooden box. It's not quite a chest. It's just a wooden box. There's no lid on it. And inside of this wooden box is a whole bunch of coin.
Rasputin goes to check out the fridge air.
I'm getting a bed.
I was going to say Shamash is probably pulling the fridge magnets off and putting them in his backpack. Like,
there are no magnets on the fridge. This house was for sale, so that's why nobody was living in it. There's no furniture.
Fair enough.
And now its value just went way down.
I mean, it couldn't have been that valuable in the first place. It was already a monster house.
Maybe people want to live in monster houses.
I
Somebody
guess
might.
we're all house hunters now.
On the next episode of
So let's
House
flip this
Hunter.
house.
Ah,
Okay, so Jebediah is going to check the box of coin.
okay, it's a rather large box. I'm gonna take the time. I'm gonna guess you guys are gonna take at least a short rest because
Yeah, we might as well.
it's gonna take a while to count all this coin out, figure out because it's all mixed together.
Well, Zarkon will play Song of Rest during that time.
Cool.
Okay.
How many hit dice do I have?
What's your level?
I am level 7.
You have 7 hit dice.
78.
So you roll a
No, 1 +
D8, add your con, and for each one of those, that's how much you can heal up. And usually you can only spend half, I think.
Yes, it's half.
Yeah, at once. So you guys get a total of 2,000 silver or 2,000 copper pieces. 300 silver pieces.
Okay.
I'll put this in the chat in a second. 300 gold pieces and 100 electrum pieces.
Ew, I hate electrum.
I'm gonna paint the wreckage of the house.
Okay.
You're gonna do what now?
Take out my canvas and painting supplies, and I paint the wreckage of the house. Within the nice
Alrighty
field.
then.
Oh, and Caradoc would also notice now that the fight is over with that about 100 feet down the green hill from the house, there is a open door just floating in the air about a couple of inches off the ground. It's an open doorway, but if you look through, you can see there's an actual door on the other side of it that's open. So you guys going to take a rest?
A little bit, yeah.
Yeah, short rest will be fine.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll be checking the fridge out while we're there, see if there's anything inside it, and probably opening drawers and stuff, wondering what the hell these things are.
Yeah.
It's all empty. You don't find anything in there, though. There are these kind of like metal racks inside the Frigidaire.
Was it working? Was it cold inside?
No, it's not. It was not working, especially after all the fire and everything. And are you guys taking your short rest inside the house or outside of the house?
I'm
Oh,
taking a
no.
short rest outside the house.
I'm gonna take my short rest inside the maze.
Let's all go
Okay.
to the maze.
Okay.
Before we leave, yeah, Jebediah's gonna look around, like the house and the tree line and that kind of stuff.
It just looks like forest to you.
Okay.
I mean, it's a whole world if you want to stay there and investigate.
Probably the only way I'd be able to get back is with a limited wish spell. If the door shuts, we're kind of, or I'm kind of screwed. So yeah, no, that's okay.
Okay.
All right.
So,
yeah, Jebediah will go back to the maze and just kind of camp out on the maze side of the door. Just kind of
Okay.
keep the door open.
Yeah, I think we'll all do
Is-
that.
Watch the house to make sure that it doesn't get up, like, you know.
no, it's kind of smoldering. It's just sitting there. Occasionally, another piece of it falls off. Is everybody going through the doorway back into the so-called maze?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm just
Why do we
inside
call
the
it the maze?
hallway,
It's more
inside
like
the
a labyrinth.
maze. Just
More like a
painting
labyrinth.
those.
Yeah, I don't remember if Caradoc has been in the maze before or not.
Nope.
Nope.
Bradley follows Jeb.
Okay.
Ye-
Well, Jeb takes you through this magical doorway, and you find yourself in a basically a hallway with stone floor, stone roof, stone walls, and
Zarkon will say there's nothing magical about this.
Okay. And about when you come out of the door, if you look left, the hallway continues. It looks like about 30 or about 60 feet to a turn. If you look right, just about 10 feet, and there's a turn to the right. So you guys get a short rest in.
Yeah, I played the Song of Rest, so they get an extra D6.
Okay.
Or wait, maybe it's a D8. Hang on, let me check.
What level are you?
I think it's just a D6. I'm 7 or 6 in Bard. I'm checking.
All right. I'm going to say let's take a 5-minute break, and then I'll be right back.
Song of Rest, level 6. Yeah, you're D6
Yeah.
per hit dice spent.
Wait, per hit dice?
Yes,
I
sir.
thought it was just
So it'd be a D8 plus a D6 plus whatever your con bonus is.
Yipper.
per dice.
That's why bards
Yes.
kick ass.
Holy shit! I definitely rolled my health wrong then.
Just roll a D6 for everyone that you.
Keep in mind that there's 2 bards, so you get 2d6.
No,
Well, if you're playing Rest,
no. There's 4 bards in this group. Well, there's
Yeah.
3 bards that can actually play Song of Rest.
Yes, I'm
So
quite
then
lazy.
you get
I
3
didn't
of them.
practice my music. I have a lot of practicing to get around to.
Nobody wants to hear Shamash sing.
so another
As
12.
somebody
Yeah,
who's seen a dragon sing once, it's sometimes very difficult because I hear that when they're trying to sing, they sometimes
Wow.
get confused with their dragon breath and they get stuck in their throats.
Wow, that sounds bad.
For
That's
some, yes.
yeah. That
One
that
t-
could definitely be a bad thing.
I
Yeah.
But
healed
for
up
the
in
lightning users, it's quite amazing because they just shoot out lightning and the lightning makes beautiful sounds.
One time I got so drunk I burped and set somebody's ass on fire.
One
Well,
time in band camp. I mean, come on, we're talking bards here, right?
I didn't go to a camp.
What kind of bard are you, anyways?
Who? Jebediah?
Yeah,
He is a College of Swords bard.
that's what I thought.
Yeah, no lore or glamour or anything like that for Jebediah. It's all about the hits and the AC.
Yeah. By the way, Delnos, there's 3 people with higher armor than you.
Yeah, but I wouldn't know that because that's metagaming.
You wouldn't know what.
That other people have more armor than I do.
Oh,
Because I'm assuming that I am the most heavily armored.
what kind
Well,
of
what are
armor?
you wearing? I mean, I'm wearing a breastplate.
Oh, I'm wearing scale mail.
Uh.
And I have a shield.
I have a shield as well.
Then why the fuck did you run?
My
No,
armor is 1 higher than you. It's 20.
Oh, hold on.
Because I believed you. I believed
think-
you when you said you were the most highly armored.
aren't you speaking
Really?
from different kind of shields, like the spell shield as in reaction and an actual shield?
No, I think
have
they're
both.
speaking the same language.
He has a regular shield. I have an enchanted shield.
Wait,
I have a
what?
shield.
Like a physical shield?
Yes, I have a shield +1.
No, he's talking about the reaction spell that is a first level spell slot shield and gives you +5 AC.
No, I
Yeah.
think he's talking about a literal physical shield.
Yeah,
I
he's
mean,
got
he
a
does
real shield.
spell too.
But didn't he use shield to
Yes,
block?
I have both.
Yeah, probably.
Spell.
Yeah. Why would you call this fucking spell shield too? God damn it.
Because it shields you from magic missile damage, and it's the only way you can be shielded from magic missile damage, and
No,
it
it's
bumps
not.
up your
No, it's
AC.
No, it's not. There's an item that makes you immune from magic missile.
Well, and you could put up like a wall of force or something like that, but
Yeah.
that would be an awful powerful spell to use just to stop a magic missile.
Okay, so it's the most economical way to stop
Yeah,
magic missile.
it's
How's
definitely
that?
the easiest way.
Yep, that sounds really good.
But
I'm
the real
on
reason
board
is
with that.
because the real reason is because back in 1974, when they thought up the stupid spell, that's all they thought of was shield.
1974, huh?
Yeah, that's when D&D with Gary Gygax first got started, for real.
I don't know if the shield spell was back then, but it
No.
definitely was. It definitely was by like 78 or whatever when first edition came out.
Yeah, when first edition D&D came out, and then it got kind of bumped up when it came to AD&D, and then it was really useful with second edition AD&D because magic missile was unstoppable unless you used the shield spell.
Yeah, pretty much.
And then
All
you
right.
just in 3.5 and Pathfinder they have Isaac's Missile Storm, which is just a super magic missile.
Yeah, your mom's only 5 years older than I am,
Oh,
Oh.
so I'm probably old enough to be some of your all's parents.
Was that like a diss or something? What? I wasn't reading chat. Oh my god, I wasn't reading chat. Now I hear his Ty going, "Yeah, your mom's only like 10 years older than I was," and I'm thinking, "Damn, Ty, what the hell?"
Yeah, that was not a mom joke or a mom insult or anything like that.
Yeah, I'm looking at another screen, not paying attention to the chat. I didn't even see it move, and then you said that, and I'm like, damn, what a burn! What the hell?
Out of nowhere.
Yeah, I mean that
Totally
was even
worth it.
worse of even worse than out of freaking nowhere. David Hasselhoff, boom.
Totally worth it.
You see Randy Orton slithering in.
So I could make it even creepier and be like, "So, your mom available?"
Actually, she is.
No,
Mine is too.
No, she's not.
Okay.
Yeah, she's not. I lied.
But she lives in Texas, so.
Yeah, your mom's in Texas. Sandra, is your mom back in Germany?
Yep.
Okay, now that means I'd have to move. Yeah.
Yeah, too much of a hassle.
Nope.
No.
Very much so. Not worth it. Nope.
So is everybody here? If anybody's not here, let me know.
Mm-hmm.
You're supposed to do that.
Ha ha.
Somebody, if you're not here, put something in the group chat.
Right.
Okay. All right. So you're in this hallway. Are you finally going to shut the door or just leave it open after your short rest?
What happened? We're inside still, or did we go back into the hallway?
You're in the maze.
We're back in the hallway. We're back in
Oh, I'll shut the door. I totally wanted to do that ever since we came
so
in
I'm
there.
just painting this masterpiece, and then he closes the door, and I'm like looking over to see where.
Once everyone is in the hallway is when I shut the door.
And then I look over and see the door's closed. I look at Remus to say, "Fucking Remus, I wasn't done yet."
It wasn't there before, but now when you close the door, there's a sign on it that says "For sale, cheap."
Here, you can paint that. I'm sorry. You had an hour. You gotta paint faster.
Tiny Tony.
Masterpiece.
What, you think you can just summon him by saying his name?
He appears.
Fuck.
He's like, "Yes."
Tiny Tony, the house that's for sale in this dimension, is there a way to teleport to and from without using powerful magics? Or is it just buy it and then we might not be able to get back to it again?
Yeah, there's ways to sort of teleport to it if you know powerful enough magics.
Yeah, I don't know powerful enough magics, that's what I'm saying.
Or you could come here through the maze, or you could just go there and live.
I don't really want to give up being in Illumina. Just how much are you asking for it? Out of curiosity.
We're not asking. We're not the ones that's selling the place. The owner is.
Oh, and who's the owner?
I'm not really sure I'm at liberty to say.
Okay.
I'd have to check their specific contract, but there's probably a non-disclosure clause in there.
We're from pest control, and this house is terminally ill, and we need to know who owns this place.
From termites.
Okay, there's a guy named Asmodeus. It's his house.
Asmodeus.
Well, there you go.
Wow.
I mean, it's one of his houses. He's got lots of
Asmodeus says what?
He has lots of houses. I mean, he doesn't live there all the time. He takes vacations, you know.
Won't be taking a vacation here anytime soon.
You can still go camping. It was a pretty nice place to go camping. In front of a broken house.
On its side.
Well, that was just one of his minor properties for, you know, getting away from things for a while. So.
Okay, well,
all right. He knew the deal when he signed on, so you know.
Right.
All right. We're just wondering, you know, how to. Just wondering about it.
Just so you know, I think everything will be cool, but in coming weeks, if you know you have any major problems with like demons or devils or anything like that, just look me up, and I'll see if I can't smooth things over. But it should all be good.
All right.
It was in the contract, so they knew what could happen.
Okay, cool.
Is there anything else?
Tony.
Go ahead.
Man, getting antsy about us sweeping out your entire first few levels.
Is management antsy about it?
Yeah.
No, not really.
Are you?
No. It occasionally keeps me busy, but this isn't like an everyday thing. You people aren't showing up every day. If you were, then I would probably have to put a stop to it. But this is just an occasional thing, so it's a minor
inconvenience,
and I can deal with it. Plus, I like most of you guys, especially.
How are you? How are you, Tiny Tony? Didn't see you there. I was too busy with this guy's painting.
I'm doing okay.
How's your family?
They're doing fine. Kids are off in college.
Nice.
You know, the wife keeps wanting me to take it easier, and I'm just like, I got the greatest job in multiple worlds.
You having a problem with tuition or something? I mean, I could give you some money.
Oh no, that's taken care of.
Alrighty.
I'm well compensated here and elsewhere.
Well, I'm glad you're doing fine. Great.
Amos,
Good.
You should take your own offer.
What was my offer?
To put in your own tuition.
I'm not going to college.
Rash, you go a little further into the mage while everybody's talking to Tiny Tony, and there is a turn to the right, just 10 feet past the door, and you can see the hallway. It continues for about 30 more feet, and then it comes to a flat wall. On the ground in front of the wall, someone has painted a circle.
Okay. I go up to investigate it.
A ring of fire.
Never split the party.
You step into the circle.
Do it.
Yeah.
Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. No, I was kidding.
Okay, you do step into the circle.
Yep.
Okay, you basically blink, and you find yourself in another hallway, in another cul-de-sac, standing in another circle. And the hallway looks like it extends forward as far as you can probably see, 60 feet or whatever.
Okay.
And the rest of you guys, while you've been talking to Tony, will suddenly notice that one of your companions is not there. And Tony's like, okay, guys, I've got work to do. I need to go do other things. It's been nice.
Appreciate you coming out here to answer my questions. Just
okay.
Thinking about buying a house, but I don't know how to get here except through the maze.
All right.
Well, maybe Lucius has a way.
I can ask him when we get back.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay.
Be safe, Tiny Tony.
All right.
Thank you, Tiny Tony.
Tony will disappear.
God, this guy.
See,
Always such great freaking moves.
where,
Misty Step.
where's Resbean?
Russ, what?
Mr. Bean.
Hey, where's Perry?
I didn't notice him. I was too busy drawing my canvas.
Dooba dooba doo-wah,
I-
dooba dooba doo-wah.
Don't know. I did not like. I was talking to Tony. Like,
Zarkon will try to cast message to Mr. Bean.
Okay. What are you saying to him?
Where'd you go?
is he in range?
I don't know. How would I know?
How far is your range?
I don't remember. Hang on.
I think it's at 120, but I'm not too sure.
I think it's 120 as well.
Jebediah is going to start scouting around.
Okay. Well, Jebediah
Remus is going to follow him.
Well, Jeb will go around a corner and find the hallway extends 30 feet, ends at a wall, and then there's a white circle that's been painted on the ground. And the circle is big enough that it pretty much fills the whole ground. Like, you can't get to the back wall without going in the circle.
He shall investigate the circle.
Rasbean has moved out of the circle.
Okay.
I'm not having Remus fall on me.
Well, Zarkon.
It's 27 for investigation.
Okay. You're an archmage. This is like a teleportation circle, basically.
Ah, okay. So, yes, Jebediah will, upon noticing that it is a teleportation circle, he will say, this is a teleportation circle.
It's a very simple teleportation circle and probably does not go real far. But
It
still,
is
it's
a very simple teleportation circle and probably does not go very far.
So, did our dude go through here?
I do not know, but I
You
shall
wanna-
find out. And
Go.
he'll
There's
step
only one
through.
way to find out.
Step into the circle.
Okay. For those watching, Jeb disappears.
I'll step in right behind him, like right after you did that.
And of course, Remus disappears.
If only it were permanent. If only it were permanent.
He's gonna disappear and reappear with you.
And yeah, you step out of Rasbean steps out. Caradoc disappears, and Rasbean steps out of the circle. Is looking around, and a few seconds later, some of his companions appear in the circle behind him.
Rasbean.
Do you really want to go through there?
It is good we found you. Splitting the party in a place like this is probably not the best of ideas.
And not even mine.
Sorry, I was just wondering what was going on over here.
Indeed. But we need to make sure that we stay together, otherwise we could end up dead. And if we cannot find you and you are dead, we cannot bring you back.
Sorry, Mr. Jeb.
It is all good.
Is everybody going through the teleportation circle?
Yeah.
Jeb will step out of the teleportation circle and move about 15 feet ahead and just kind of, scout around.
Me too.
Delanos?
Yeah, he goes through. Okay.
Oh, he's okay. Yeah,
Jane?
I'll go.
Yeah,
as
he
well.
put it in the chat.
That's a
I
20.
can keep it.
For 20 for what?
Investigation.
Okay. It appears very much like the hall's stone floor, ceiling, and roof that you've been in prior. One difference here is that along the wall there are sconces, but instead of torches, there are like candles. So the light, there's a candle about every 5 feet, so there's still plenty of light to see by, but it's not quite as bright.
Okay, so Jebediah will motion for the others to allow him to go forward first, and he will try to stealth.
Zarkon will cast guidance on
26.
Why
He doesn't need it.
Okay.
And
yeah,
we'll
you're moving forward quietly.
try to try to keep about 15 feet distance between the rest of the party and himself, so that if something does come down the corridor or he spots something, it's not like a traffic jam trying to back up.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, seeing that Jebediah has all of a sudden gone into stealth mode, Shamash will prepare a firebolt as a reaction, just in case something does jump out.
I have a 21 on. No, actually, no. I go stealth too. I have a 24 on stealth.
Okay, you have a 24 and stuff. You're going quiet also.
Zarkon will cast guidance on Mr. Bean.
On Razbing?
Yeah. What's the guidance do?
You can get guidance. You can
On
use it
it.
only once. It has concentration. You cannot cast that twice.
I know. I'm just casting it on him, and well, it's only until he uses it.
Yeah, but Jeb's guidance is gone then.
No, he didn't.
I
he
didn't need it.
give it to Jeb.
Okay.
He was gone before I could even do that.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you can, on any ability check, you can roll a d4 and add it to your ability check.
Okay. Jeb, you go about 60 feet.
I'll follow him.
And then it will turn to your right.
Okay.
Or, I'm sorry, it turns to your left.
Oh my god, a left-hand turn. We're all screwed.
Yeah, you're all going to die now. It goes about another 60 feet, and then it's a T intersection.
Can I arrive at him now?
Sure.
I creeped along behind him.
Okay. He probably knows you're there.
So many comments.
Definitely. Definitely. With this perception, of course he knows.
Yeah.
All right.
Cast messages and ask what Jebediah would do.
Unless somebody says otherwise, I'm going to take it for granted you guys are following 15 to 20 feet behind Remus and Jeb.
Okay,
I'll
so
probably even follow farther. About 20
Jeb's
feet.
going to go to the left.
Okay. You go about 30 feet, and you can look behind you, and you see if you had gone right that it looks like it continues further.
Right.
But when you go left, it goes about 30 feet, and then it comes to an end, and there is a door there, right in the end in front of you.
All right. I'll Jebediah will check the door for locks and traps. So 25.
You do not find any traps, but it does have a lock in it, and it appears to be locked.
Okay, so he will try to disarm the lock.
Look for traps.
And that's a 19.
Yeah, it's a fairly simple lock.
Okay. This is a new one. Jebediah is going to reach into one of the pouches that is on his belt, and he is going to pull out a steel mirror.
Okay.
Is there a slot between the bottom of the door and the ground?
A small one.
Jebediah is going to try to angle the steel metal mirror through the slot so that he can see what's up underneath the door so that he can look into the room if possible.
You know, you could just open the door.
And you could get my boot to your head. Now shut up and let me do this.
It's very difficult to make out anything because the little slot down there is not very big. You do see stone floor. It's kind of dim light. It's not dark. I mean, but it's kind of dim light. You're not real sure, but maybe 20 or 30 feet away from the door, there's some things there. Might be furniture, might be people. It's kind of hard to tell.
Definitely mimics.
Okay. Have a good one, Joe. Jane got lost Jane got teleported somewhere else apparently instead of.
Uh-oh.
By Jubei.
Yeah, by Jubei. Or maybe Tiny Tony.
Yeah.
So yeah, there's something there. Have a good one, Joe. Oh, and don't forget. Oh, he's already gone.
Okay, so Jebediah will slowly open the door and look inside.
It's locked.
Okay.
No, he unlocked it.
Yeah, he unlocked it. Well, let me check something real quick. Okay.
Finally,
they don't notice you. All right. It's a big room. It's about 50 feet wide, about 50 feet deep. Again, stone walls, stone floor, stone ceiling, though it's definitely not part of the maze because it looks old, crusty, dirty. There is a window off to the right and another door in the back on the left. The window looks out onto a grayish day. And there are a few like old threadbare and torn tapestries. It looks like it could maybe be like a room in a castle that's sat empty or abandoned for a long time. But more importantly, about 30 feet away from you, there is a table, and this is a huge table. It's about 10 feet tall, and there are some really big chairs sitting around it. 4 big chairs, one on each side of this square table. And at 3 of the chairs, the chair facing you and then the chair to the left and the right, each of these chairs has a really huge figure in it. So there's 3 of these figures. And Jev's experienced enough that at first you think Ettins.
What?
Ettins.
Right.
Basically 2-headed giants.
Right.
But then you realize there's more to it than just that. These are not normal Ettins. They have red scales, and like each of their heads is like a dragon head.
Oh, fantastic.
But they're dressed rather sloppily in old, muddy, and torn clothes. And it's obvious what they're doing. They're playing a card game. There's a pile of coins in the middle of the table. And they're talking to each other kind of gruffly.
In what language?
Does anyone speak giant?
Yes, Jebediah does.
Okay.
Of course.
Okay. Anybody speaking giant will understand what they're saying. The one on the left is saying, "Okay, Rummy, are you going to match it or not? Put it in." So the one opposite from him like reaches down to the ground and picks up what looks like a tankard. Like it's like a pewter tankard you drink out of. He picks that up and slams it down on the table and it's like, "All right, I'm calling you. I'm putting this in." And they're kind of gruff fellows and they're playing cards. And so far they're ignoring you.
Giant. Hello, gentlemen.
Oh, you say that to them?
Yeah.
All three heads, actually not all 6 heads, sort of snap and look in your direction.
I try to remain stealth 3 position.
Okay.
I'm just gonna look at everyone and I say, well, hopefully they're not classical draconians.
And one of them says in giant, "Who are you? What do you want?" And then his other head says, "Well, it's obvious who they are. They're adventurers, you idiot. They're probably here to kill us and take our treasure." And then the first head goes back, "Is that true?" They're saying all this in giant.
To which I respond, "We are adventurers, but we are here to kill no one."
Sounds so epic. Really cool.
And
way to channel that inner druid.
Or that intimidation roll.
Ooh, yeah.
So the first head is like, "Okay, well, if you're not here for anything, then leave and shut the door on your way out."
And I do just that.
Okay.
So, yeah, Jebediah is going to just be like, So, are we going to shoot and loot or what?
I would like to make a perception check to see if they have like sweet loot or some good stuff. 22.
Well, the door's shut at this point. But you did see some coins on the table.
Well, apart from that, like any like weaponry or something lying around in this chamber thing.
As far as weapons, they looked like they had some really big clubs that were laying on the ground next to their chairs.
Are we all inside there with them?
No. Caradoc just shut the door and
in front of our noses.
Yeah, I didn't hear anyone say they went into the room. Maybe I misheard. So Caradoc just shut the door and you're all out in the hallway.
Why did Caradoc shut the door?
Because otherwise they were going to attack. I was giving us time to decide if we wanted to approach this strategically, tactically, not at all.
Well, you kind of gave away our stealth position here, like our moment of surprise.
Not at all is impossible with Remus and Jebediah, so...
That is not not necessarily true. We weren't saying anything or doing anything. We were, as a matter of fact...
We were the only ones being
I'm pretty sure this is the only time I'm ever going to be able to say these two names in this combination. Remus and Jebediah weren't doing anything crazy.
I love the sound of that. That's like oil going. No oil. That's not. No oil. That's butter.
Also has no intention of skipping any door ever in this stupid place.
So
you guys can keep going down your way. You don't have to go through the door.
My vote's with Jeb. I say we shoot and loot.
I mean, because like that tankard that he put on the table, would Jebediah have had enough time to kind of like eyeball that?
Maybe.
Zarkon will cast message to Jebediah and ask him what's going on.
An investigation roll gets me a 30.
It looked like a really nice tankard. It had some like jewels embedded in the bottom of it and a circle around the edge of it.
Well, it must have some value.
Yeah, it's gotta have some value because he was putting it up there. He was saying in giant, I'm calling like in a card game. So he was setting it up there as part of the bet. So yeah, it's probably worth a lot of money, and everything is super giant size. So there's that.
So are we charging in or not?
Well, it's just you two. And Jebediah, are you going to answer my message?
To what message?
Ask you what's going on.
Everybody's there. I don't know why you'd have to message him.
Yeah.
But the door was closed.
Casting a message in front of the party.
Yeah,
the
door is closed. And
he always does that.
Is it? Look in chat.
I thought the door was closed and we're all on the outside and Jebediah and Remus are on the inside.
No, we're all in the hallway.
Everybody's out there.
Oh.
And technically, the door opens into another universe, so message wouldn't get to him.
Oh, fair enough.
Rasbean, are you really peeking in while we're discussing if we're charging in or not and kill them and take their loot?
Yep.
He just said he did. Okay. Raz, as you open the door and peek through, yeah, they've taken the table and turned it on its side so that the table front now faces the door 30 feet away. And they are all huddled down behind the table. Yeah, and they've each got really big, giant friggin' crossbows in their hands now, aimed at the door.
So I vote we move on.
Are you running from a fight?
I'm avoiding a fight entirely, not running from one. We haven't started it.
That's not what we came here besides this thing. That Jeb saw looked really good, apparently, so it might be worth it. Let's just kill him. Like, this is what we came here for, literally. Let's go and fucking kill him then.
Why don't I just go get it then?
Well, then go get it. Enjoy.
How big is it? How big
You should be able to carry it.
It would also be theft.
I don't care. That's what you wanted, so I can go get it if that's what you want.
No, we
Well,
came here to kill these guys, not to rob them. Like, we came here to kill and rob them.
Kill them.
We're not thieves. We're just murderers.
Right?
While this argument is going on, with the door already having been opened, Shamash is going to cast Hypnotic Pattern at the back of the room.
Okay. I will
So-
consider that a surprise action.
Madre Dios.
So they need to do a save on Wisdom.
Okay.
Spell DC 14.
What's the DC?
14.
One of them does not make it. Two of them do make it.
Okay. So the one that does not make it, I believe, is now incapacitated. 2 seconds. Failed save. Yeah, he's charmed for the duration. He is incapacitated and has a speed of 0.
Okay.
It spell ends if he's damaged or someone else uses an action to shake him out of his stupor.
Okay.
So 3 shots on that one before they shake him out of it.
All right. Now we need to roll initiative.
Hooray!
I mean, let you
I
guys.
got a 30.
Fucking Remus.
What? I didn't do shit. What's your problem,
Why do you-
dwarf?
Why do you always do that thing? Why do you want to kill everybody?
Okay. I'll be
We
right
can just talk
back
about
while
this,
the
you know.
dwarf and the elf have it out right before.
Okay.
Oh my fucking god, you better run.
Why can't you just talk anything out, Remus?
Because
I thought that's what he did.
No, it's not.
He said, "Let's go and blatantly murder things."
Yes, I'm not
Then
talking
nobody said
about-
anything for a long time, and then somebody cast a spell.
Yeah.
Now we're fighting things.
Ugh.
Well, you could still shut the door and run away, I guess.
yeah,
Who
but
cast-
we're not cowards like that.
I mean, I'm not for killing things, but I do like to commit to things. So
Right? We ain't no cowards, and that's what we came here to do. I mean,
Okay,
at
well-
least gotta earn the prize.
Are we?
This was
are we
just
in
taken-
before round still? Or are we going into rounds right now?
We're going
I
into
rolled an
rounds.
18. I rolled an 18.
18? Okay.
And Jeb has a 30, he said, before he left.
Let's
it's in the
see.
chat. I actually might get to go second. And I have a huge gambit move that I can do, but I don't want to do it because if it fails, I'm in a bad place.
What? Let's see. Okay, Delano's got a 20. All right. Well, I will. Was Will stepping away for a second?
Yeah.
Okay. I'll give him a second, and if not, then.
Okay, I'm back.
Okay. Top of round, it's Jeb's turn.
What did you get, Zarkon?
I got an 18.
Yeah.
Okay, so one of them is mesmerized.
Yes, the one in the middle.
Damn it.
Ooh, that makes things a bit easier on me.
Does that mean he has disadvantage on saving throws?
We have
No.
advantage on hitting him.
No,
If he's incapacitated?
I
On
just think
dex?
he can't act.
Yeah.
And he
you can't-
automatically fails strength and dex saves, I think, but that's about it.
Yeah, if all he is incapacitated. He just can't take actions or reactions.
Yeah.
Oh, he can. Yeah. Yeah.
They can still defend themselves just fine.
Okay, so Jebediah is going to move through the door after bonus action activating Blade Song.
Mm-hmm.
And he is going to... How far away is the table?
30 feet.
Okay, so he would be able to move to it with Blade Song active. Spears in hand, he is going to hit the... It's the one in the middle that's incapacitated, isn't it?
Yeah.
Bugger.
Go for the eyes.
Okay. All right. Jebediah is going to take a swing at the first Dragonetten? I don't know. Dretton?
Whatever you want to call it.
Yeah. Is a 14, 15, is a 24 going to hit?
Yes.
Okay. So that is 4 and 6 is 10. And okay, so the first one's going to take he's going to take 15 points of damage.
Okay. Which one was that? The one on the right?
The one on the left.
Left. Okay. He
Yeah,
takes.
Jeb went in and to the left.
Okay.
So he takes 15 points of damage from the first attack, and that is with a flourish. So he'll take an additional 4 points of damage, and the 4 will go on Jebediah's armor class. So he now has a 29.
Okay. All right. Anything else from Jeb?
Nope. That's it for now.
All right. Now it's Delanos' turn.
I'm going to run up to the other one that he didn't attack.
Okay.
I'm going to cast Shield of Faith on myself as I get there. And when I get there, I'm going to use my Hypnotic Gaze on him. And he has to make a Wisdom saving throw against a DC 13.
He does not make it.
And he is incapacitated and his speed is reduced to 0. And I can extend the hypnotism by an action, and the extension of the gaze he doesn't get a save from that.
So, like, you can continue it into other rounds.
Yeah, but it takes my action.
Okay. Anything else?
That's my move, bonus, and action. So no.
Okay, Zarkon, it's now your go.
I will move in as well and cast. I will use one of my cleric spell slots and cast Shield of Faith on myself as well.
Okay.
And then I will use Heat Metal on the one that Jebediah attacked on his crossbow that he's holding.
Is Shield of Faith a cantrip?
No.
The bonus action.
It is a action.
It's a first level spell.
Okay. You can't cast 2 spells in the same round, though. Unless one's a cantrip.
Right.
Okay. That's fine. Then I'll prepare to dodge.
Okay, you can do that as your main action. You're dodging.
Yep.
Okay. Smash, it's your turn.
Okay, I will aim at whichever one seems the most damaged at the minute, and I am going to cast Firebolt.
Okay.
Before I cast it, though, I'm going to expend 1 sorcery point to turn it into a twin spell, which means that I'll be able to shoot at the second target if I hit.
Nice.
Okay.
Well, I'm just saying they're both two. There's only one target that's capable of defending itself, and the other 2 are incapacitated. And if you hit either one of them, it'll break the incapacitation.
Right, okay then. In that case, I will expend 2 sorcery points so that I can do it as a bonus action and a main action.
Okay. Are you still casting Firebolt?
Firebolt, yeah.
Okay. We'll roll to hit.
19 plus 6, 25.
That will hit. For sure.
And 11 damage.
Okay.
Next one comes in 12, 18 to hit.
That will hit.
And that gets, that's pretty crap, 4 damage.
Okay.
And that is Shamash's turn.
Okay. Remus, it is now your go.
Holy shit, yes. I'm going to attack this one dude that is not incapacitated. How far is he away from me?
If you're at the door, he's 30 feet. He's like 35 feet away.
That's fine. I mark him as my prey and I shoot at him twice.
Okay.
That's a 22 to hit.
That will hit.
And a 23 to hit.
That will hit too.
Okay. So, he is going to take 7 plus 8. Give me a moment. Just a second, like a lot of rolls here. 8 plus 3 plus d6. 2. And another 2 plus 8. And a double 1, of course. God damn it. And that's it.
Stop rolling like me.
The fire damage would... How long does this continue, Caradoc? Like the fire arrows? Would they be gone by now?
Yeah, they're gone. We did a short
Alright.
rest, so that was an hour.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Left.
Yep. So that is going to be 15, 17. The first arrow does 17 piercing damage and 11 fire damage.
Okay.
And the second arrow does 10 piercing and 2 fire damage.
Okay.
And I'm going to move a little bit inside of the room so that we're not all clogged up on the same spot.
Okay.
I'm gonna move inside, and well, that's basically all I can do.
Razbean, it's your turn.
Alrighty, sweet. I had sat there and rolled a stealth mode thing before we got to the door, by the way.
Okay.
That's why I was able to open the door and nobody noticed. In stealth mode, can people see me or no?
Yeah, they can see you. You're stepping into a room.
I was just checking on that. Okay. I want to cast.
Well, wait, hold up. To be fair, as a Lightfoot halfling, if he is standing behind any of us,
I'm hidden.
He's hidden. As long as he rolled an adequate stealth roll.
Yeah, I mean, if he's behind someone or if he's hanging back by the door, someone's not automatically necessarily going to notice him.
Gotcha.
But I'm just saying he's like not invisible.
Yeah,
or something.
that's what I was checking on, making sure I was visible. That's what it was. I was asking.
And I thought he was asking more for other party members to see him, and if they turn their head, yeah.
All right, I am staying towards the back, and I'm trying to cast Tasha's Hideous Laughter at one of the ones that are still coherent.
There's only one that is coherent, and he's taken quite a bit of damage.
So now they just kidding.
I do it anyway.
They do.
All right. So what do I need to roll to that? Because I'm trying to figure. I'm still learning my spells out.
That's a saving throw.
Yeah.
So that's where he's got to roll a DC 13 whiz, I think.
Depending.
Oh.
I was going to say whatever your proficiency bonus is, plus.
We figured that out. So it's
okay. He's got to beat a wisdom save of 13.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. He does not make it.
Nice.
You guys have hit these guys with wisdom saves, and they've got really sucky wisdoms.
Stupid giants.
All right, so
Hey,
good to
I
know.
take offense to that.
I'm sorry. No, Caradoc. You're a really nice, gentle giant.
So if I
Okay.
get this, basically that one's become incapacitated with laughing fissures.
Yeah, he just starts laughing like crazy. He's falling to the ground, holding his stomach as he's bleeding from all these wounds he's taken. And he's unable to stand up.
Okay. So, guys, do you guys really want to kill him or just loot him?
Is this guy laughing at my arrows? Because I'm going to pierce him to death.
Okay. It would now be his turn, but his buddies can't do anything because they're incapacitated. He can't do anything except at the end of his turn, he can make another roll to see if he saves, but his wisdom sucks real bad, so he does not save. He's still rolling around on the ground laughing, and it would now be Caradoc's turn.
So we've got a Tasha's Hideous. We've got a hallucinatory whatchamadoozit. What incapacitated the other guy?
My hypnotic gaze.
Okay, I'm hypnotic gaze, and then
Yeah.
So I'm basically locking eyes with two of the heads, and they're stuck there.
Yeah.
Okay. How far am I from the one that's on the ground?
Like 35 feet, if you're still back at the door.
Yeah. And no, I don't want to do that. I'm sorry, go ahead. You were going to say something.
I was going to say, he's just on. I mean, you could run up 30 feet, and I mean, if you're going to try to hit him with a weapon or something, you just have to reach over the table to hit him around Jeb. And he's big enough that you can see him if you're trying a spell or something ranged.
Yeah, I think I will just run up and smack him with my magic scimitar.
Okay.
Where are you? There you are. 23 to hit.
That definitely hits.
Just 5 damage.
Okay, well, 5 damage is better than nothing at all.
Oh, bonus action. I'm going to turn into a giant constrictor snake.
Okay, you turn into a giant constrictor snake, and because you did damage to him, he gets yet another roll. And rolls even worse, so he's still on the ground, rolling around.
And just FYI, there is nothing in... Oh, you're right, except he got advantage.
Yeah, and even with advantage, he doesn't make it.
Okay, sorry. I misread the spell. I was about to say something else.
Yeah, not always, but most of the time when someone's incapacitated like that, usually damage, they get a roll. Not always, but usually. So they can't do anything. Caradoc's been cursed and turned into a giant snake. Probably going to attack and kill everybody. But it's the top of a round, so now it's Jeb's turn.
All right. Jebediah is going to use his Thunder Spear, and he's going to attack using Booming Blade. And that's going to be a 20, a dirty 20.
That'll hit.
All right. So we've got 8, 13, 23, 20, 28. 32 points of damage.
He is dead.
And
right before he's dead, you hit him, he takes damage, he makes his save, and he looks up and goes, "Mother," and then he dies.
And Jebediah will finish his statement, fucker, and then we'll step forward over his dead body to the next target.
Does he say that in common?
No, he would say it in giant.
Giant. Yeah.
Okay.
The snake starts blushing.
Well, whoever speaks giant would understand Jeb.
And the
Damn
snake
it.
does.
Giant probably sounds like Russian.
So you're going to the one that's in the middle?
Yes, that would. I'm pretty sure that would be the one that he would move up to.
Okay, that was the one that was hit by the hypnotic pattern. Okay.
And that's going to be the end of his turn. There's nothing else he can do.
Okay, so you're not attacking him or anything?
I can't. I used Boom and Blade.
Oh, yeah, that's true. All right, so now it would be Delanos' turn.
I'm gonna use my main action to extend my hypnotic gaze till next round.
Okay, and he does not get a save, correct?
No, he doesn't.
Okay. So he's
And
just staring lovingly into your eyes with both his heads, both his dragon heads.
I smile at him.
He
Let him
smiles
know that I
back.
love him.
He smiles and winks back at you.
Oh my god, no. Stop
Yeah.
it.
I'll use my
Those
bonus
bars, let
action
me tell you.
to, that's a wizard ability. I will use my ring of jumping as a bonus action to use jump on myself. But
Okay.
That's it. That's my
Okay,
turn.
in case you need to jump.
In case I
Alright.
need to jump.
It's now Zarkon's turn.
Zarkon's a bit upset that his Shield of Faith is not going to be useful.
You can always run away.
Why? They're incapacitated.
Fair enough.
For a while.
For now, yeah. Are they still holding on to their weapons?
Yeah, they're still each have a
Even though they're
great
incapacitated?
great crossbow in their hands.
Fun. We'll wake them up. So he will cast. He'll just cast resistance on himself.
Okay. Anything else?
Nope.
All right, Shamash, it's your go.
Right. Seeing that this is going quite well, I'm going to save my remaining sorcery points, and I'm just going to fire Firebolt at the one Jebediah is next to. Right.
So what are you doing now?
Yeah, firing Firebolt.
At the one next to Jeb. Okay.
Yeah. So next in line, basically. I got 18 to hit.
18 will hit.
2d10, and that is crap. That is 3 points of damage.
How much damage?
3.
Okay. He takes a little bit of fire damage. Anything else?
No, that's it.
Okay, and I'll just make it. Everyone, give me perception rolls.
Okay.
They don't have.
I
They
do
don't have to be
not
back.
have sexual relations with that. And
I rolled a natural 20.
I got a modified 20. Actually, I'm gonna actually just forgo my perception because I think I have to be locking eyes with them, so I'm not looking around.
Oh.
So wait, what did you just say?
Well, I guess I can still listen, so I'll be hearing things, but I can't look.
Oh, this isn't something you'd hear. It's something you'd have to see.
Okay, well, never mind.
Okay. Everybody who got a 10 or higher, it wasn't that hard a perception check.
God damn it.
And who can see, the one that Shamash just got hit, or just hit with a firebolt, yeah, his eyes suddenly, he like blinks and his eyes suddenly clear up a whole lot. And he doesn't seem to be incapacitated anymore. But it's now Remus's turn. It's now Remus's turn.
All right. I'm going to mark him as my prey now because he's going to be my bitch. And I wish I had this fucking 20 on the hit. So that's a modified 20 with the first shot and
That
a 29. What?
Both of those will hit.
Nice. Rolling. God fucking damn it. I hate you, D8.
You need a different D8.
Yeah, I do. Like, I rolled so many once, it's not even normal anymore. Let's see if the online die roller can give me something better. Shit, yeah, 7 and a 4. God. Nice. Okay. 1 plus 5 and a D6. 2. So the first arrow with the Slayer Spray will hit him for 10, 11 piercing damage and 11 fire damage. And the second arrow will hit for 11 piercing damage and 9 fire damage.
Okay.
How rough is he looking? Not rough at all?
Oh, he looks hurt. He doesn't look like he's going down, but he looks hurt.
Okay, I'm going to action surge and shoot him again.
Okay.
And I rolled a natural 20 on my second one and a 14 on my first hit roll. So that would be...
It will hit.
Okay, so the 14 would be a 26 and a 32. Okay.
Okay.
Yes. 6 plus 8. 2 and 1. Fucking online die roller. That's it. And double the die. Just 1 second. Okay, that would be in total 14. Like the first arrow would be 14 piercing damage and 3 fire, and the second one would be 17 piercing damage and 11 fire damage.
He's dead. He goes down.
No crit.
Well, that was my crit.
Well, even without the crit.
And now there's only one left, and he's
Usually
under
more.
hypnotic spell of Delanos. But now it would be Rasmine's turn.
All right. Can I use my sneak attack and get a second attack on this?
What?
I mean, incapacitated.
I'm just asking since he's been incapacitated. Yeah, I can't say the word right now. Since he's unable to basically move or anything like that and doesn't see me, would I be able to use a sneak attack?
Well, you get advantage anyways.
No, you don't get advantage. He's incapacitated. He can still defend himself.
Am I close to him?
If you want to be.
Delanos is, so that would be his...
Yeah, I mean, as long as somebody's within 5 feet of him, you'll get the sneak attack.
Yeah,
it's not a second attack, by the way.
Yeah.
It's one attack with an extra dice.
Okay.
Yeah, Delanos is up there with him, so you would get it for that.
Okay. That's what I was basically checking, is if I can actually use my sneak attack. All right.
Yeah,
cool.
in this, you can because Delanos is up there.
Point of interest before you do that, it's his go next.
That's
Do you want to
fine.
wake him up right for his go?
It's okay.
Fair enough.
It's
There
okay,
we go.
big giant friends. I'm sorry that I had to make you do this.
I am
Have
gonna
him on the
attack
head.
him. Now. Hold on. Who's Eric now? Kardak?
Caradoc.
Caradoc?
Yeah.
Okay. And he's up there with the other ones, or is he beside me?
I'm closer to the giant, but I probably am not standing right next to it yet.
Delanos is pretty much standing next to it.
Hi there.
Cameos? Okay. All right. So is that movement space basically enough for one movement for that? Or
Were you still back by the door?
yeah.
Yeah, and your movement's 30.
25.
Oh, you wouldn't even be able to get to him.
Okay.
Do you have a short bow or a?
I actually have a crossbow. I was just trying to see which way to do this.
Use the crossbow attack.
Yeah, Use the crossbow.
All right. So I'm gonna shoot him with the crossbow, and I'm rolling my die now on the bot. And I think I just did something wrong. No, I didn't. Okay, I rolled a 14.
Okay, that will actually miss. You almost hit him, but because you're back, there's this giant table they turned over, and basically that gave him a little bit more cover. Otherwise, you probably would have had him.
Okay. Well, my extra move is just sitting there reloading my crossbow then.
Okay. Now it would be his turn, and he's just going to sit there on his knees, staring lovingly into Delanor's Delanos's eyes, and kind of sigh longingly. And now it's Caradoc's turn.
Snake attack.
I'm so sorry for about what's about to befall you, friend.
You just said that.
I know.
He can understand me.
All right,
I know he doesn't
so
understand me, but I'm gonna say it anyways.
hey guys, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah, we can hear you.
I'm doing
We're just talking over you.
attack. 16 to hit.
Yeah, that'll hit.
8 bludgeoning damage, and he has to make a probably easily made DC 16 to avoid being grappled.
What are you hitting him with?
My snake. My giant constrictor snake.
So you did 8 points of damage to him?
8 points of damage, and he's got to save or be constricted.
What kind of save again?
Athletics or strength.
He's got good strength, but he still didn't make it. He rolled like a 2.
Nice. I knew it was a long shot, but this form has a lot of health too. So
yeah. So he's now what? Incapacitated again, or
restrained?
Restrained.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let me just double check here. Let me make sure I got the restrained. Yep.
Okay. He would be restrained.
And we would get advantage against him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Would he still be incapacitated also though?
No.
Okay, so he's not incapacitated, which means he can take actions.
At disadvantage.
At disadvantage. Okay, but it's a long time before his turn. He may be dead by then. At this rate. Is Caradoc doing anything else?
No, that's my turn.
Okay. These guys are actually pretty tough. You guys hit them in their one weak spot, which is their wisdom. So you've done really good there. Top of the round is Jeb's turn.
Okay, Jebediah is going to strike at him with
advantage.
Yep. Very good. Good point. Can you make that old man's laughter again?
What
the fuck? Funny.
if I hit him with a chromatic orb, I'm not going to hit Caradoc, am I?
Cast a spell and find out.
Yeah, it's a pretty good idea.
He did say he had a lot of health.
Unless you think you're only a regular mage.
Okay, so that's going to be a 22 to hit.
With the spell?
Yes, I am shooting at the Dretten, whatever.
Did you roll twice?
A level 3 chromatic orb.
Okay.
And we'll use...
Did you roll with advantage?
No, I didn't.
Okay.
With advantage, that's still 23 is higher.
Okay.
Okay. It's going to be 7, 13, 14. 18 and another 7. That's 25 points of cold damage.
Okay. And Caradoc does not take damage.
Okay. Whew. Bonus action. Jebediah is going to give Bardic Inspiration to Caradoc. He's just gonna shout out, "Squeeze him till his head pops, both of them." So you have a D6 for attack rolls.
And
Or,
okay.
Whichever.
And all I have to say to that is, that's what she said.
Right?
Oh, god damn it. Fuck. How could I miss that one? Fuck. And that was so easy. Fuck.
That's what she said.
Twice in a row.
Fuck you guys.
Don't make it the third.
That's what she said.
No. Stop. We're out of this. This is not. No.
Okay. Now it would be Delanos' turn.
Shocking grasp.
Okay.
For a 19 to hit.
That'll hit.
He's going to take 9 electric damage, and he can't use his reaction.
Okay.
Until the end of his next turn.
Okay. He won't use his reaction then. Zarkon.
I will give Bardic Inspiration to Remus.
Okay.
Thank you.
Because I have inspirations, and I totally forgot that I'm a level 1 bard.
Oh, yeah.
And
I told you, this freaking bard.
Please remind me that you inspired me. Because I forget.
Hey, Remus.
No. Yes?
He inspired you.
Thank you.
Zarkon.
Yo. I'll cast Toll of the Dead on him.
Okay. Well, he's taking damage.
Let's see, what's that?
It's a save or whiff, right? Wisdom save?
He got a nat 1.
Okay.
I think that's
Well, he's going to take full damage then. But that doesn't mean it's going to do any damage. So, 2d12. Two damage. No, 10.
10. Okay, that's not bad. He's hurting. He's in bad shape.
not bad. That's the equivalent of 2 swipes with a great axe.
Yeah. This is also a giant 2-headed dragon monster. But
I'm just sure.
Oh, yeah.
It's only 2d12 with a cancer.
Okay. Shit, I lost my track of my order. Oh, it's Shamash's turn?
Yeah.
So yes, yeah. And I am just gonna firebolt him.
Okay.
And that is with advantage natural 20. So that's 26.
Okay. That's you do double damage. Or whatever damage you roll him twice.
All right.
You guys might kill him before he gets a turn.
Well, that's
Kill them all that way. They've all died before they get a turn.
Yeah.
Plan.
It's pretty quick, probably because there's a lot of us.
I tried to save my giant brethren, but
that's a total of 26 to fire damage.
Told you not with Remus and Jebediah. There's no saving nobody.
He is barely up, but now it's Remus's turn.
Yep, and I'm gonna finish this bastard. So that's a 24 to hit with my first arrow.
That hits.
And a 29 with my second one.
That
and I
too.
took the liberty of pre-rolling the damage in case I hit, so we don't have to wait all that time.
Okay.
That's 7, 8 is 15.
He's dead.
Plus. Wait,
You
what?
ruined her fun.
He's
She likes
dead.
to count all the damage.
Well, you
She likes
should
to count
count it
all the
all
damage.
up. One arrow goes in each eye, and he slumps back dead.
and I slither off the body and curl up and take a nap.
But you already rolled your damage. If you want to tell us the totals, you can.
Well, that's 18 piercing for the first arrow and 4 fire, and 14 piercing for the second one and 9 fire. So whatever the math is on that, it probably looks like somewhat 40. total.
That was just enough to bring him back from the dead. He's now an undead two-headed dragon giant.
That is actually really interesting.
No.
My bow turns people undead.
In this plane, no. So he slumps back dead. They're dead, and you guys up front can see behind the table. They didn't even get an attack in. Poor defenseless creatures.
I think that's either inspiration or extra XP for all of us for tactical geniuses.
That was really smart. That was really well played.
I mean, holy shit.
really
We took out 3 giant Etten dragons without them getting a single turn.
Yeah. But
nobody got hit.
That was also luck because you guys hit them with wisdom things. Well,
I'll
call that a strategy.
Yeah, I was about to say, this is tactical strategicals.
Okay. Behind the turned over table, there is a pile of some coins, a deck of cards, and a few other little things.
Oh, God. Touch the cards.
No cards. I had a
Jim's got to grab the cards.
God damn it.
Okay.
All the cards.
There's a
He's going to draw 3.
Okay.
Blue Eyes White Dragon.
You get a 2 of clubs, a 6 of spades, and a queen of spades.
Yes! 3 more wishes. No, just kidding.
No. And you die. Okay, you've got a deck of cards.
Yes.
And okay, we're getting close to time because I know there's another game coming up. All right, the money, you get 312 copper pieces.
Oh, God damn it.
1,110 silver pieces.
Oh, shit.
Okay.
And 714 gold pieces.
Woohoo.
Nice.
And like I said, let's see. Type the money amounts into the chat. You also, there's this tankard, really nice tankard. There's a big hefty book. There's a bottle that looks like with a cork in it that looks like a potion. And there's a little small gold statue of a donkey. And on the bottom of it is carved the word Leroy.
Okay, Jebediah is going to take a look at the book.
Identify everything.
Who's casting Identify?
Me on everything. I will use up spell slots.
Okay. The small gold statue of the donkey named Leroy is just a small gold statue of a donkey named Leroy.
Yes.
It is worth approximately 100 gold.
Okay. Yeah.
The potion is something unusual, but not all that super great. It's a potion of sea invisibility.
Ooh.
Okay.
So basically drink it, and it's like casting the sea invisibility spell.
Right.
The tankard is actually a tankard of sobriety. Which, if you want to look it up, you can find it in the Xanathar's Guide on page 139. But basically,
I want it.
Any alcohol you pour in this tankard, you can drink all night long and will not feel the effects of alcohol.
See, now as a practical joke, I think we should switch that tankard out with Sly Dog's tankard when we get back.
Actually,
he's
Sly Dog
already
was
got
given a tankard of sobriety by the snow elves.
He's got one. Yeah.
Was he? All right.
And
Salia couldn't eat one.
the book is actually a tome of clear thought.
Okay, Jeb wants a crack at that.
Is that a plus int?
Whoa.
Is that a one-time use?
Yes.
One-time use in 100 years.
What does it do?
But it also ups your max.
Yes.
So you can actually get scores higher than 20 with that. But is this intelligence?
Of clear thought?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it boosts your intelligence straight up to 20?
Care about that.
No, it
No.
boosts your intelligence by 2.
Oh, that's
And
really cool.
Jebediah would definitely want that.
But it also boosts your maximum by 2.
By 2. So you can
Yeah.
have an int of 22.
That's so cool.
Yeah, even if you've only got like an N of 4. You read the book, you get an N of 6, but you can now have a max of more than
22.
20. Yeah, of 22.
There's a book like that for every
Yes.
stat.
So
That's
do you
so
guys
cool.
want to have a fight and duel over the book?
Jebediah would
Oh,
really
no.
love to have that book.
No,
Yeah,
I
that's fine
can't
by me.
I can't do shit with it. I'm too stupid for that.
Darkin has no
Yeah,
need
me
to
and
play.
Remus are in the dim mob club. We both got
I would totally take a Dex book. Is there like a Dex book somewhere?
There's a
I
book for
would
each
give
stat.
you one, but I'm afraid you also might not be able to read.
I can read, but I'm just like really lazy.
Or you might tear the pages or something.
Yeah, that might.
Leave
Go
coffee stains
ahead.
on them.
That actually happens to me. So like.
Okay,
often.
like literally, Jebediah doesn't give a shit about anything else. The money, the stuff. He's
No wonder.
salivating for that book.
Caradoc is throwing his head into.
No, I'm not.
No?
He's not.
No, I am saying if we
Oh,
ever come
wisdom,
across the
sorry.
wisdom version of this,
Yeah.
Sorry,
I will fight you for it.
like I said, I cannot read. So there you have it.
Well, so far the only person I've heard who wants the book is Jeb. Does anybody
Yeah.
else want it?
No, that's fine by me.
I agree.
Take it.
Yeah, but no other treasure for him.
Yeah, no, like literally, he wants nothing else.
What about Delanos?
I mean, I would like to intelligence, but it's not that high on my list of priorities. So go ahead.
Awesome. And
I've
as
already been alive for
compensation,
1,000 years, so
Jeb's throwing 1,000 gold of his own into the pot for you guys to split up because he's like super stoked happy.
Sounds fair.
You don't have to pay me. It's fine.
It's
No,
actually-
don't have to.
You have to pay
Don't
me.
have to, but take it. He's being generous because he's like literally dancing up and down right now.
Yeah, you're
Yeah, this
behaving
is-
like me right now. Don't do
This
that.
is a find of an entire campaign. I mean, this is
Yes.
like
Yeah,
artifact
it's a big
level
deal.
shit. This is a
Yes,
big deal.
for a wizard, this is like a once in a lifetime thing. Even like elves.
Oh,
It's
like my
a
demon
once
thing?
in a lifetime thing.
oh, it's not like a
Ah.
demon thing.
Oh, okay.
So this was 2 XP, correct?
Yes, everyone gets 2 XP. And keep in mind that even though the book, once it's read, can't be used again, it can be used in 100 years. Which,
True.
yes, for most adventurers, the book's worthless.
Oh, can I have it in 100 years?
I'm pretty sure that Adrin's gonna want it in 100 years.
God damn it. What about 200 years?
At 200 years, you go ahead. Jebediah's well, no, actually, because we're bonded.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I'm still going to be around.
Jebediah would probably still be alive.
Yeah,
maybe.
me too.
Caradoc, I don't
Oh,
want
yeah,
to
I will
turn you
be.
into a beast of burden, but this is a lot of coin, and I don't think I can carry my share.
I have a bag of holding.
Yeah, I
I
do
can
too.
take it. Okay,
Alright,
you take it.
And
Please
the deck
and
of
thank you.
cards, just to be clear, the deck of cards is a regular, normal deck of cards.
Yeah, I know. I was just thinking around.
Oh, I know.
And
I
just to
want it.
check, the giant crossbows, if we were to drag them back, would they be worth anything to the city guard? Could we make extra money off of them? Or are they just heavy cross?
Yeah, you could probably make a little bit of money off that. Let me see. Yeah, you could sell them for like 50 gold each.
Yeah, game's over.
Sure thing.
The game's over.
They are bigger than even heavy crossbows. In fact, you would pretty much have to be like large size or better to use them.
So I could use them.
Do what?
So I could use them.
Yeah, you probably could. It's basically a heavy crossbow, except it does a D12 instead of D10 damage.
I don't think I actually have proficiency in crossbows, so never mind.
Well, the time
Druids are meh, except for the claws and the
And most of you guys who've seen city defenses, you probably have seen crossbows like this. They're not usually called crossbows. They're basically a very small siege weapon, is what or siege engine is what it would come down to. They're a little bit bigger than even regular heavy crossbows.
Ooh.
Hey, don't. Yeah, okay. Just making sure you guys didn't forget the 1,000 that Jeb threw in there.
There's a lot of us.
Does that include the cut for the guild? Or is it taking it as read that that's already been paid? Or
This was not a hired out. Well, you would have to ask Tolutheus about that.
We're requested. We're not hired. And I think it's actually more of an adventurer's choice thing. Like we asked him to tell us when he wanted to do this again.
Tolutheus doesn't pay us.
No, Tolutheus does not pay you all. So maybe he has paid sometimes in the past, but he has not the last several adventures. Maybe he has a deal with Pincus. Maybe he gives him a cut of something, but no one's ever asked him directly. But basically,
I'll ask him on the way out there.
Yeah.
If you don't, he's not asking. Pincus isn't asking. Probably the less said, the better.
Don't wake sleeping dogs.
Don't wake sleeping dragons.
In German it's dogs. Okay.
Oh, okay. Well.
Okay. We're more realistic.
Did you get the Electrum pieces, Sandra?
What?
The Electrum. There was 100 Electrum.
Yeah, I didn't count those because I basically ignored this currency. Yep, 100. I'll divide it. Just a second.
Okay. So Jebediah is going to
spend
the next week reading.
But he's also going to ask Tolutheus if he has any second level spells that he can possibly copy from his spell books.
Tolutheus is like, sure. Yeah.
Sandra,
and let me see here.
What's up?
you're dividing the money, right?
Yeah.
Can you message me the total? I gotta go.
I did. It's oh, you can't see the chat.
No. Yeah.
Yep.
Thanks for
Shouldn't the copper be higher?
What?
Yeah, 331 copper each, not 44.
Wait, what did we get as copper?
2,320 copper.
Yeah, you had a good amount of copper.
Oh no, I just looked at what Ty posted, like the 312, and divided that by 4. By 7.
Okay, so I posted the consolidated
the totals
of the whole day.
Yeah, we're all gonna have way more than that, like.
Yeah, you're right. These numbers don't add up.
Well, I didn't use the whole lot, just what Ty just posted. Okay, then I'll.
Are you? So how many folks were in the adventure?
7.
All right.
Subtract Jebediah.
No, you're getting your part too.
No,
you're getting your.
No, set it straight up. The only thing I wanted. No.
Yes.
The only thing you wanted was the book. He's not taking it.
Yeah,
He's not
that's
taking
fine.
it.
I don't care. I'm gonna shove it down your throat.
Yeah, I'm gonna shove it up your ass.
Okay, do that. It's gonna be fun.
Yeah. Oh my god.
So Jeb, if you want, you can turn around and just hand me yours, and I'll add it to mine, and we're good.
Cut me in for that as well.
Want to do. It's like literally, Jebediah is right now only worried about 2 things: reading his book and seeing if Tolutheus has any spells that he can copy for second level.
Tolutheus will tell you, this will be a little meta, but he has available any second level spell that's in the player's handbook.
Okay.
So how do those numbers sound?
And for those of you who aren't familiar, basically you go back and go through the mirror, and you go back to Tolutheus's basement, and he will ask everyone to stay at least for an hour or 2. You can stay all night if you want. He'll give you good food and drink and a nice bedroom. Basically, what he asks of the party members to do is he'll give you pen and paper, and he basically just wants you to write out what happened and what you saw and describe things.
Yeah, Jebediah will do that.
Yeah.
So ultra match.
So Raz.
Even one better. And I pull out my painting of the house.
Give me a performance check.
Performance check?
Sure. Paintings, performance
Yeah.
anyway.
Yeah.
Oh, that's painter's tools, but
Yeah,
okay.
you can add your painter's tools, and I'll let you use whatever if you'd rather use Dex you can, or you can use intelligence.
Can he be bardically inspired with that?
Inspired.
Not now. It's kind of after the point. He already.
Okay, yeah. All right.
All right.
Can I bend his luck?
Yeah, you could do that.
There we.
So performance.
Good night, Eric.
Bye.
Modified 20.
Okay.
Actually, that's modified. That's 24 because I rolled a 4 on the D4.
Ooh. Okay. Well, he looks at it and it's like, wow. Oh, this is awesome. He's like, I'll give you 500 gold for it.
I like the sounds of that, and I'll make sure to add extra details to the journal.
Oh, okay. So you let him have the painting?
Yeah.
He'll get 500 gold for you. And he snaps his fingers, and now the Red Dragonborn comes into the room. And he's like, Stanley, take this and hang it up in my bedroom. So Stanley, the Red Dragonborn Wizard's apprentice, will take the painting and go away. And Toothies is like, if you don't, you should do this professionally.
I'll consider it.
Okay. All right. As you can probably tell, this is the end of the adventure, so I'm going to wind things up. I know some people have another game to get to in about 15 minutes. I think everything's been done, though. You all get 2 XP. The money's divided there.
Correctly this time. Kinda.
I
No guarantees.
have one question.
Okay.
If I were to buy ironwood full plate, how much would that cost me?
Ironwood full plate?
Yep. Because I can buy a standard full plate now, but I don't know how much extra it would cost me. I'm just counting up all my gold right now.
Let me think and flip through the DMG a little bit real quick here.
By the way, thank you.
And Raspy didn't die.
What?
And Raspy didn't die.
I know, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm telling you, I'm a lucky little man.
Stood there in front of the giant chicken waiting for death.
One more experience point, and Remus hits 12. Whoop, whoop.
Jebediah just hit 12.
Nice. It's not gonna do him much. Remus, not Jeb. I don't know.
No, actually, Jeb just leveled up. He's now a level 4 Blade Singer, so he gets more spell slots. So that's a thing.
So I would really like a book of dexterity stuff, or like a video or something. Like
you're wanting like one of those
acrobatics, like those like how do you home training videos with this chick on the mat? Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Definitely.
Well, you'll have to look around for that.
Just saying.
They're pretty hard to look around. It's like you need like a 35 or something like that just to get on the right table.
Oh, I won't do those silly quests where I make you roll forever and then end up buying cursed shit. I'm not gonna do that.
Hell yeah. That's the best
Nope.
kind of shit.
No, it's not. You know it's not. Why do you encourage
What do you mean
me?
you don't want to be cursed by a god?
I do not wish to be cursed.
Or there's a cultist trying to
Stop
get their
talking.
hands on
I think we're no. God damn it.
Right,
Go back to your two-headed dragons.
Yeah, I'm going to have to say good night. So thank you very much, Ty, and I will
Good
see
night.
everyone later.
Okay.
Have a good one, buddy.
Have a good
Yeah,
night.
you as well. Bye bye.
I'd have to figure it out, but it would cost whatever an Ironwood spell would cost, and then you'd have to have permanency placed on it, so that would also cost for that spell. So you're probably looking at thousands and thousands of gold.
Well, okay.
I could pay for that now.
Oh.
I think Ironwood is a druid spell? I'm not sure.
I honestly don't.
That sounds like a 3.5 thing.
Yeah, I don't think there's even Ironwood in 5th edition, is there?
Not that I've read so far.
It's either a 5th or 6th level spell, or was.
It's not a druid thing. At least not in the player's handbook.
Not a thing. All right, thank you very much, Ty, and have a good night.
All right.
Have a good one.
See ya.
Well, I guess we should get off air.
Yeah.
I'm not going to say, is Delanos a druid yet?
He's already a druid.
Okay.
That's why this is kind of important.
Yeah, the spells would be out of his league at the moment. I wouldn't say it's impossible. He could, even though it's not a 5th edition thing, you can create your own spells. So I'm not going to say it's impossible. There's a druid out there somewhere who would have Ironwood, or that Delanos could even create it himself at some point.
Well, could I make it out of the dragon scales from the Ettins?
You couldn't make Ironwood armor, but you could make like dragon scale armor.
Yeah.
And
if the Ettins are large enough and have thick scales, I could do that.
They're probably big enough, and they're basically half dragons, so
double layer it, It's fine.
Yeah, you could do so. You could do like a dragon scale armor thing, which might be as good, honestly, as Ironwood in a lot of ways.
Well, I'm wearing Wyvern scale armor right now, and I paid double for the original cost. So I was hoping that would be compensation. This is really the only thing I can do to get better armor for full plate. So I'm gonna roll 3 survivals to see if I can actually get it. If I don't, then that's gonna suck. But
are you gonna seek any help with that?
Jebediah could help you. He does have skill in survival.
Okay, I only got +5. So
and take an inspiration. I've got a +8. I've got a +8 if you want me to do it.
Well, with my guidance and your bardic inspiration, I can add a D4 and D8.
I can't. Yeah, I can't inspire myself. So you'd have to give me the inspiration as well.
Actually, yeah, I'll give you a D6 of inspiration and cast guidance on you, and then you have survival with advantage.
All right. It doesn't matter on the first one. That's a natural 20 plus a 6 plus a 2 plus an 8, so that's a 36 total.
Not good enough.
Damn.
You gotta get a 40.
Damn. All right, second roll.
I can't give you a third roll. I don't have enough charisma for 3 inspirations.
That's fine. 720. That's a 28 for the second roll.
Yep.
And the third roll without a D6. You can still give me guidance though, right?
Yeah, I can still give you guidance.
All right. The third roll on it is a 4 plus a 16 is another 28.
Okay. You got it.
Okay, so you've got all them scales.
Now I can go ask Harbeck and Throak to make me full plate.
There you go.
This dragon Ettenhide. We won't tell them where we got it though.
Yeah,
man, this is excellent dragon hide. Where'd you get it? Nowhere. I found it on the ground.
It was a mail order service.
Yeah. I thought I was getting a male. I thought I was getting a wife from across the seas, but I just got pissed off. I don't know what happened.
Okay, gentlemen, I need to go. Thank you all for showing up tonight.
Hey, thanks for the game, Ty.
I forgot. We're still live, so I'll stop the broadcast.
Bye.